Saturday Night Virus begins now.
This is as disorganized as it comes.
Welcome to the Halloween edition of Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. No reading, no research, just scary.
What the fuck was that?
I wrote that.
Why did you write scared? No
Because
reading.
it's Halloween. It's funny.
All right. The Grandpa Munster music in the background can only mean one thing. It's holiday. Was it Halloween weekend?
Yes.
Halloween weekend. The holiday that gay people embrace like no other.
They love Halloween.
They do.
What
Well, they
is that?
finally get to walk around with their dildos right out in the open.
They can finally walk around with their asses hanging out of their pants.
No, I don't know what it is. All I know is people get really excited for Halloween, and I gotta admit, ever since around 8 or 9 years old, I could really give a fuck. I mean, people are insanely into it.
We had to remember. We went to the. We can say Ricky's on the air, right? We went to Ricky's.
Yeah, Ricky's.
And we had. They're known for their Halloween costumes or something, and Bill and I actually had to stand in line to wait to get into Ricky's.
I was pathetic. No, basically, you're not preempting it correctly. We're finally going to do our drum battle for people tuning in for the first time, or for people who listened a month ago. Joe talked a lot of shit one day about his abilities as a musician. I gave him shit back, and next thing you know, now we're having a drum battle. So at the last second, we're realizing, wouldn't it be funny if we came in dressed like John Bonham or some shit like that? So we go over to this costume place, literally an hour before the show, because we're completely disorganized.
Right.
And there's 90 chicks, a couple of gay guys, and us standing there trying to find fake mustaches. I think we were the only men in that line without mustaches. It was brutal.
Yeah, it was. Ricky's is it's a good store, but the the sign when you're standing under the neon teal and pink sign that says Ricky's, and it's written on that tube. It's like a tube of toothpaste or something, or hair gel, and it's shooting.
Dude, I don't know. Everything I walked
It's
in,
shooting Gluck out of it.
Is it?
Yeah. It looks like
this show's just coming off way too homophobic right off the bat. I mean, I can't help it. I mean, it's Halloween.
Didn't you say you saw something that you thought was homophobic? Oh, the credit card. What was that?
Oh, the credit card thing. This is Danny. We were driving over here today, tonight. Joe, because he's a fucking tightwad. Okay, it's the cab fare was literally $4 or something, and he's like some old lady with his change purse asking if he can pay with his can you pay with my credit card? And that guy was clearly pissed. He was pretending like he didn't understand what he was saying.
It was a matter of principle at that point, because he's going, do you have cash? Do you have cash? It's like, dude, it doesn't matter if I have cash. If I want to pay with my card, I get to pay with my fucking card.
I gotta go with DeRosa on this one.
You gotta go with DeRosa?
Yeah, because you know why? I had to take a cab. I got into a car accident on Friday, so my car's totaled. So I had to take a cab.
Oh, Jesus. You all right, though?
Yeah, I'm fine. But the point is that I had to take a long cab ride home, and I didn't have enough cash. So I take out my card, and the cab driver all of a sudden, I'm like, what?
They must get fucked on some sort of payment. But my thing is, Joe has cash, and he just for some reason is taking out
I wanted
this
to keep
card.
my cash so I could be
So
nice.
Why don't you stop being so selfish?
And chip in to buy
Spread
pizza.
it around a little bit.
I chipped in to buy pizza for everybody tonight.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I gave you your 20 back. I put a 20 down. You took a 20 back.
You didn't give me the 20.
Yes, I did.
You're telling me that's why you paid? That's why you paid the car, the cab with the credit card, so you could pay
And you
$20
also
with
kept
the pizza?
You
It's 'cause
also,
you're a
you want to
cunt.
talk tightwad? You also kept all the change from the pizza, by the way. If you want to talk tightwad.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know because I didn't know you kicked
Because you don't pay attention.
No, because you know what it is, Joe? Because I'm a headliner and $20 ain't shit to me.
Oh, there
You
it is.
understand?
There it is. I knew that was
understand?
coming. Speaking of headliners and people not being shit, we have a couple very nice messages about how worthless we are from our good friend Keith Robinson. Can we play those right now? We always love Keith. Here's the deal. Our friend Keith Robinson, he's a comic, he's a very good friend of ours. He will call us and just leave us very mean messages randomly, and they're always very funny. But Bill and I called Keith to make fun of him today, and we did a little bit of fucking with him on his voicemail, and then Keith called back and left this message. And just to set it up, you all know that I'm renting Bill's apartment from him right now. Bill is my landlord, so this is the message.
You know what, Joe? Let me tell you what's funny. When I used to call Billy and talk to him in his apartment, there was a nice full sound in it. full of headliner shit that headliners can afford to buy. Now listen to you on your phone, it's empty. It's empty with nothing in it. Hey, how did it feel that you had to, when Billy came through, your landlord, you had to hide the roommates that you had to fucking get, Joe, because you couldn't afford to fucking rent. You actually sneak in roommates, and then you had to tell them to go away for a week at Billy's here, because you can't afford the fucking apartment. You know, it just disgusts me that you little fucking jackasses had nothing better to do but attack me. What the fuck was that about? Like attacking an old man?
That's good. So that was the one, and then you brought up another one that you had. What's the setup for that one?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's just Keith he's just a mean guy.
It's about you moving to L.A. or something?
Oh, yeah. I went to move to L.A. I thought we were doing this later on in the hour, Joe. You just sort of jumped right into it.
No, it's where it's right at the top of our fucking outline.
Our outline clearly says greetings.
We did the
I don't
greetings.
feel like we got done greeting. Danny was calling some Asian woman a cunt before we even got in here, and you skipped over all of that, and you go right into it. We're 4 minutes into the show. You're already burning all the fucking bits.
We'll do that after. We'll do it after we do the other Keith message. What's the difference?
We already came up with the idea that I'm point guard on this shit, and I'm going to throw it to the goddamn bits, and this fucking moron... He's already burned through our first goddamn bit.
Because you're standing over there starry-eyed by the new TVs they put in this room. You're all dazed.
I wasn't. I was
there.
looking at you like, why is he bringing this up now?
I felt like it was time to do it.
It wasn't
you said,
time.
What are we doing?
Danny, then he brought it up kind of like, you know, when a stand-up does panel on a talk show, and it's like all of a sudden like the host has like ESP, like all of a sudden they just, you ever mown a lawn before? As a matter of fact, I have. And then you just jump.
Did you hear this fucking shithead? But 2 minutes before we're about to go on the air. Joe, what are we doing? What are we doing, dude? What are we doing? I'm fucking telling you what. You asked me what we're doing, and I'm trying to do it.
Anytime you got to set up a bit with, speaking of which, or speaking of insert word.
I really don't fucking like. You know what? Don't talk to me for the rest of the show, as you like to say to me. Don't fucking talk to me, point guard.
Can we get back to... Well, that was Keith Robinson message. We showed up. We haven't seen Danny in a month. Okay? We look over. There's our good friend Danny. And what is he doing? He's calling some fat Asian woman a cunt in the middle of the street. I think that's a little more compelling than Keith Robinson's phone message.
Well, it's good now that you've broken the bit in half completely, and now we've lost the second half of the Keith Robinson.
I said to you
couldn't have just shut the fuck up and let us finish it, and then did the cunt story.
What I said, Joe, was that we would go to commercial on those. Those are going to commercial bits, Joe. Those are... Oh, speaking of Keith Robinson...
When did you say
out
this?
Of fucking nowhere.
When did you say this? When I was in the other room pulling the fucking phone calls, you were here playing your drums?
No.
Was that when you did it, Bill?
No, I said
I'm sorry that I tried to put this together as best I could at the last minute.
I said it when we were in the apartment. All right, whatever. Danny, can we get to the damn story here?
Sure. It's at the top of the... What's the cunt? Tell the cunt story. It is
okay. Can we? Let's try to get some sort of focus here on the damn show over there, Joe. Come on. I know it's Halloween. It's supposed to be scary. Doesn't have to be so scary. We don't know what the fuck we're doing here, Danny.
Yes.
So whatever. So we're showing up here because basically we're having this big drum battle today. So me and Joe are getting here early, like a couple of nervous Nellies, so we can play on the kit, so we don't completely suck. And we're supposed to meet you here at 8. And we're like, where the hell's Danny? And we look down the street, and you're screaming at some Asian woman.
I had a late start, unfortunately. And
I don't think that's Asia's fault.
No, it's not Asia's fault. But what is this particular Asian lady's fault was, here in Manhattan at the XM Studios, we're right on 57th Street. It's a very, very busy thoroughfare. So parking is very difficult to come by, especially at that particular time in the evening. So we find one last spot before a bus stop. So it's either us... Or, we just got lucky. So,
which is like $1 million parking spot here.
Oh, yeah.
On 57th Street.
Right in front of the studio. It's just, it doesn't get any better. So, as we're, putting the car into reverse, this Asian lady just stands in the spot, and she's like waving us off, like, no. So my friend Matt, who was driving, starts going.
She's not a meter maid or anything.
No, just some. I thought she was waiting at the bus stop until she walked out into the actual street. So she's like, no. My friend Matt's yelling at her, get out of the way. And I just don't have time for this because I'm already running late. I got to get up here to let you guys in. I got to set up a fucking drum kit.
So she's saving the spot for somebody, for a friend of hers.
Who the entire time we're sitting there arguing, this person is not showing up. It's been 3 or 4 minutes.
The funniest part of the thing was when I go up to, I go, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Because I didn't know what was going on. And he goes,
there was a commotion when we came
and
up.
He goes, I'm trying to park, but this fucking cunt, and he's fucking leaning in, doing like the De Niro leaning.
Yeah, he's leaning over his shoulder. He's talking to us, going, yeah, but this, and then
I was thinking he's talking about something that happened 5 blocks away, and I look over and I see the 80-year-old fucking Asian lady, which didn't stop me from jumping in and trying to escalate it.
In defense of Danny, I think she was in her 50s. She was definitely a mom, though. She was definitely a mom.
Cunt, is what she was. She was a cunt, and she deserved to be called a cunt.
Because she wasn't moving, and her husband was nowhere to be found, and you had a drum kit to unload, right?
It's a different story if the fucking car is like 15 seconds away, and she's like, oh, no, they're right there. I'm like, all right, whatever, what am I going to do? But the point was minutes were going by. They were rolling by, and this bitch just refused.
And you know what you should be allowed to do is just have it in neutral and just slowly roll into their ACL. But if you do that, that's actually considered assault with a deadly weapon. I learned that. one time.
The hard way, right?
No, I was in L.A. and I got into an argument with some lady, if you can believe that, Joe. Got into an argument with some lady, right? And she was beeping me, I beeped back at her, and we were laughing at her, and she was in front of me at the red light, and she put her car into reverse, backed into me, and then jumped out, took down my license plate number, and then reported me to the cops and said that I rear-ended her. And when they called me up, that they said, this is so-and-so from the El Segundo Police Department investigating possible possible assault with a deadly weapon. I had no idea what they were talking about, and then I found out.
You know, Ope tells a story like that. Long story short, you know how people, they don't stop even when in the crosswalks, even when they don't have their right of way. So Ope's trying to get through the intersection, and there's just people, and so he's just like, well, I'm just going to roll, and if I hit somebody, I hit somebody. So there's this big gentleman that was crossing the street, so he taps him with the car, and the guy, without missing a beat, as Ope says, just turns, looks at him, just fires off a right hook to his side view mirror and just knocks it completely off. he wasn't going to get out of the car, so he just speeds on along.
Jesus Christ,
with his hanging side view mirror.
Yeah, so that's how we saw Danny, our producer, tonight.
We almost when I was in college, me and 3 of my buddies, we were fucking high out of our minds driving to Allentown, Pennsylvania.
High on what?
And
weed.
Okay. And we came to a green light. Because I was so high, I stopped at the green light, and all the traffic behind me stopped, suddenly. And this biker had to, pump his brakes real fast, and he almost fell off his bike. So he comes and catches up to us and rides by us on his motorcycle.
How fast?
Dude, fast enough that he got around us, and he hung off backwards off the bike, giving me the finger going, fuck you, like that, right? We come to another red light. He parks his bike on the shoulder and starts walking towards my car, and dude, we were freaking out. It was so scary. And he took off his helmet, and I start to drive just through the red light because I'm terrified. And he just goes, you motherfucker, and he cracks back and just goes, and hits my window as hard as he can with his helmet. I can't believe the window didn't break, dude. The helmet
just
just
bounced off. Question? I know.
And 4 grown men went. We all jumped in unison, dude. It was the scariest thing ever. I was like, any guy that's crazy enough to do that, I'm not getting out.
Dude,
of the car.
Anybody who's crazy enough to, I don't understand why people drive motorcycles. I was just out in L.A. I'm pretty sure the guy rear-ended the dude on the motorcycle. I was looking down, texting. As I was driving, which I think the guy next to me in the SUV was doing. He barely taps this guy in a motorcycle, right? And by the time I looked up, the motorcycle was going down, and this guy was completely horizontal, flying like right just below his navel, hit the stem of a parking meter.
You know what? That's what you get.
And he just wrapped himself around it, and immediately, just the way he got up, I could tell that the guy rear-ended, because he had that "you got to be shitting me" look on his face, and then he remembered that he had split his colon, and he went right back down to the sidewalk.
That's what you get for riding a motorcycle. That's a prehistoric vehicle to me. I don't understand why anybody
people
rides
in
those
crosswalks who cross against the light should be hit, and people on motorcycles, I mean, you get what you deserve.
It's an archaic vehicle. It's ridiculous, that thing.
It is. Grow up. You're an adult. Get a
car. Yeah, why don't you ride a tricycle around, you douchebag? If anybody's listening and you ride a motorcycle, you're a douchebag.
Okay, anybody wants to call in? 866-WOW-1-WOW is the phone number. Joe DeRosa.
There's one.
Joe DeRosa is coming right out of the gate saying that if you ride a motorcycle, you're a douchebag. So all you guys out there who thought you were going to be the next Fonzie and you were going to pound a jukebox and music was going to start playing, the reality is, get guys like Joe are looking at you like you're a douchebag. So we got a guy, Adam from Indiana. Hang on a second. Where the hell's the mouse here? Let's see if I can click and actually do this right this time.
Well, you got to actually wait for our screener to finish screening them. So you can pick them
okay.
up.
Here we go. Hey, man, what's up? You're on Uninformed. Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa.
Are you guys that stupid to call motorcyclists retards?
No, I think we're that bold. I think we're trying to take this country in a new direction, and I think you guys
are starving for calls just by the fact that I didn't even get screened, you fucking losers. You go right to the phones, and you expect me to believe that it wasn't.
Dude, did you call? Did you call?
Did you call your retard? You're riding your little motor scooter
Isn't
around
it
right
Saturday night at 9 o'clock and you're still at home listening to our dumb show by yourself? I don't hear a party in the background. Why don't you cycle?
All you motherfuckers. All your fans are truck drivers.
What's that?
That's what we all are. We're just stupid truck drivers and listen to your stupid show.
Oh, well, you don't have to be angry about it.
We like truck drivers. We don't like motorcycle riders.
Yeah, we're on your side.
Yes.
You defensive jackass.
No, you're texting while you're driving. You could fucking kill somebody on a motorcycle.
Dude, you're probably getting blown by some fucking tranny while you're driving. You probably have chemicals in the back of your truck. What do you drive for? Who do you drive for?
I haul cars.
Garsh?
Cars. Motor vehicles, automobiles.
Oh, all right. That sounds exciting.
Oh, it's fucking great.
It's great. What do you got? Like 40 Ford Focuses on the back of the truck?
8 or 10.
Sounds like a pansy to me.
He does. Guys with motorcycles and guys who drive trucks that have cars on the back.
Did he hang up on us?
Yeah, he did hang.
God damn, people are gullible. How could he think, Danny? How could he think that we're being... It's so ridiculous.
No. He called us out on it, but it's like, yeah, obviously we're being absolutely ridiculous.
The phones are blazing, though.
You really pissed people off.
Wow. There we go.
Hey, man, what's up? Phil, what's going on? You listen to Uninformed.
Hey, I'm one of those motorcycle riders you like to call a douche.
That was actually Joe DeRosa.
No, we said pansy, not douche.
Oh, pandy. I'm sorry.
A retard.
I'm also a truck driver, and I can out ride or drive almost anyone in a car.
I'm just saying, just in all seriousness. Obviously, we don't think you're douchebags, but just you're out of your mind driving a motorcycle. I mean, somebody like an 80-pound kid driving a Yugo can end your life. What is the appeal? What is the appeal?
The freedom of the road being wide open, and there's also...
Is he speaking in sound bites, the freedom of the road?
What did you just read, Into the Wild?
No,
He's got his helmet off with the wind going through his hair.
There's no rush that can be beaten when doing 170 on two wheels.
And I'll tell you, man, when you're never closer to death, you're never more alive.
Did you ever kiss death on the lips, kid? I have.
All right, Phil, well, just pay attention because I saw a guy, this guy got hit half a mile an hour, and it was better than anything I ever saw Evel Knievel do. This dude right on La Cienega.
I know we go down fast, but a smart rider's wearing his gear, and that's what the gear will protect him from.
Oh, all right, man. Well, thanks for listening.
Thank you, Phil. Riders, wear your gear.
There's another thing too. Like they say, basically, if you dress up head to toe with those all leathers,
with the Kill Bill biker suit.
You won't at least get road rash.
What's road rash? Is that like the wind?
Road rash? No, road rash is when you fall off your bike and in the first eighth of a second when your shirt and pants disintegrate from the friction from the asphalt, then it basically just scrapes your skin off down to the bone. That's called road rash.
God.
And then they start taking like skin off your ass. And they put it on your shoulder.
I never want to be moving ever outside of an enclosed contraption of something. I don't even want to fucking jog even. It's too, you know what I mean? There's too much that can go wrong. You fall. No.
Dude, I would love to ride a motorcycle. I just wouldn't do it because there's just, dude, I fell off a bicycle doing my paper.
I used to do that all the time.
I was fucked up for a week.
I used to fall for no reason. I'd just be riding, I'd just fall over like I had some kind of fucking fit. Or blackout or something.
Hang on a second.
I sucked at it.
Bill from Denver. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing? I'm a truck driver, and I ride a motorcycle, too.
All right.
Have you ever gone down?
Oh, yeah, a lot of times.
And do you wear, like, the leather-on-leather chaps and all that so you don't get the road rash?
No, I don't go out there looking like a faggot.
So basically, you go down and you come back with less tattoos?
No, it's kind of like if I get in a nasty wreck, you get in a nasty wreck in a car, it's just going to throw along to death. You get in a nasty wreck on a bike, you're out like that, man. You know.
Yeah, but so why do you still ride one?
Because it's fun. Dude, you really ought to try it, man. It's a blast.
Dude, it's not. It's fucking scary. I've done it. It's really fucking scary, man.
Ah, you're a pussy.
All right. Well, you might be true, but I'll tell you something. Nobody's ever going to have to feed me porridge because I flew off my bike and hit a curb with my fucking head. That's what I'm afraid of. More bikers become vegetables from accidents than dead.
That's actually not true. More people drive compact cars become vegetables.
No. I read this on the internet that 72% of people that ride motorcycles become vegetables.
I don't know. All I know is it's. I saw this dude, man. It was insane. Hey, can we get back? Oh, we never even finished Danny's story there, calling that lady a cunt.
Oh yeah.
My favorite part. This is what kind of a loyal guy Joe is. Did you notice how second you were doing that? I was going, hey Danny, easy. The lady's 55. Joe immediately goes, what's going on? And then immediately started screaming, calling her a fucking bitch.
I barely explained the situation. I think I just said, this fucking lady, and Joe's like, hey, what the fuck, lady? Like, I hadn't even said, I could have been upset that I just punched some defensive lady in the face and my knuckles hurt. Joe so had my back and was ready to defend me no matter what the situation was.
You know how many times I've been in that situation with Bill? Aaron's sitting out there. When we get Aaron in here, he'll tell you a story. Some guy, we were all at a bar, some guy grabbed my buddy's girlfriend and goes, come on, baby, dance with me. I immediately, fuck you. Her fucking boyfriend didn't even care. And I was screaming at the guy. He would have demolished me.
Yeah, this guy, it was like 6'2", 6'3", and Joe was just screaming at him. Dude, you didn't even see what happened. Like, I don't even know what you even thought happened. And then you were immediately in his face, yet backing up. Joe talks shit while, like, moonwalking.
But I would have been right in the Asian lady's face. I wasn't scared of her.
Hey, Joe, we gotta talk to some of our listeners here. Someone's already giving me shit here, asking me what I'm wearing. Hey, Ben, what's up, man? You had a question?
Bill, how are you?
How you doing?
Doing all right.
Hey, Ben, I'm here too, you know.
He wants to commence trashing me.
Oh, okay.
Don't drive a truck, have a college education. Bill, what are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing a standard Izod shirt.
Uh-huh. Boxers, briefs.
I'm wearing... Is this guy gay? Oh, I get it. This guy's gay.
Did this turn uncomfortable for you?
No, I'm just trying to figure an angle. I just want you to get something funny. All right, I'm wearing briefs.
What kind? Boxer briefs or briefs?
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. That went nowhere. I thought he was going to trash me. I thought he was going to trash me.
What else we got?
I hate motorcycles. Look, see a lot of people hate motorcycles out there.
A hot issue.
Tom from Maine. Tom from Maine. You hate motorcycles too?
I'll tell you what I really hate is those little faggots on the crotch rockets.
Oh, those guys that do wheelies 80 miles an hour during rush hour traffic?
Well, up here in Maine in the summertime, our summer lasts about a week and a half, and they're wearing their fucking sandals and their shorts and their fucking white...
And their lime green helmet to match their bike?
Oh, no, hell no. They don't have any helmets on. And I'm just praying for a pothole, man. I would love to see one of those fuckers get a big dose of road rash.
Would you stop? You just keep going.
I'd laugh. I'd stop and I'd laugh.
You know what bothers me?
And when the fucker got out to fucking want to throw down with me, I'd kick his ass. I don't give a fuck if he had a fucking bone sticking out of his leg.
You know what bothers me too about those guys is that like those guys that ride those things and like bicyclists, like actual bicyclists, they want to, you know, they're supposed to abide by the rules of the road and everything, and they want to ride and be treated like a vehicle and all that shit. Yet they break every fucking traffic law possible, and there's nothing that anybody does about it. And if they got hit because of something they did, they'd be the first person.
Oh, those guys who drive down the street like they're actually going as fast as a car in the city? I fucking hate them.
And then they're weaving in between cars. They're running out in front of people. They're running red lights. And, you know, they get away scot-free. They never get tickets, nothing. But, you know, but they want to be treated like a car until they get hit. And it's their fault. And they'll go, I'm just a pedestrian. You know, it's like, it just pisses me off, man. It's really annoying. I don't understand why that's Why are you looking at me like you're sizing me up right now?
I'm not sizing you up, Joe. Why are you being all paranoid?
I don't know. You look like you're getting ready to slam me.
No, I
You're
was really just sitting here looking around like, why the fuck is it so hot in here?
It is hot. I'm wearing a sweater. I'm sweating.
It's like 90 zillion degrees in here.
What time is it? Because we got
9:25. All right, we got to take a break.
It's 9:25. Wait. We got 5 minutes. Can we do perfect?
No, let's go to. We're gonna go to break with another Keith Robinson message. Okay, listen, man. Coming up this show, man. I know we've been kind of meandering around with that cunt story. We got it's Halloween. We got a devil worshiper coming in as our guest at the 10 o'clock hour, and me and Joe are finally going to settle the drum battle.
And coming up next, we're going to interview the White Witch.
Oh, is she coming up?
Well, on the phone. We're going to do the phone interview with the White Witch.
The phone interview. Yeah, it's our big Halloween episode here. Devil worshiper. We got a White Witch, and that's not an Aryan thing. I think she's like a good witch. I don't know. We're going to figure it all out when we come back from break. You listen to Uninformed. Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa.
Bill Burr, I know you'll be leaving soon. I can't get you out of our airspace fast enough. If there's a way I can Star Trek you back to L.A. to get you there just a tad faster, I would. I'm fed up with you. I'm fed up with your energy. I want you gone. All right? Sick of that little red, fiery face showing up with nothing but hatred in it. The only good thing you've done is get me in shape. That's about it. And you know what, Burr? I want you gone. We got that dummy out. Boom. And I hope you get something. I hope you get a real crappy sitcom that lasts forever. That's what you deserve. You need to be the teacher on one of those teen sitcoms where you're the teacher. Well, kid, that's what I want you to do. And like, I want you to be like the Rondell Sheridan, a white Rondell Sheridan. Somewhere on Disney, I want you to land. That's what I want you on. And then you still won't get, nobody will notice you, but you'll be in a sitcom and you'll be miserable. And that's what I want for you, Burr. You make me sick.
Call Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa right now, 866-WOW-1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969.
All right, hey, what's up? We're back. Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa. Uninformed, the Hollywood episode. We were talking about motorcycles, why the fuck people ride them. I saw some guy get barely tapped and go flying into a parking meter because someone was text messaging or whatever. I'm not saying the motorcycle guy was at fault, but people get hit all the time. We got a guy here claiming he hit somebody, hit a fat guy in a moped. Hey, Bill, in Maryland, what's up? You're on Uninformed.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, just real quick, Bill, I saw you at the DC Improv last week. Unbelievable. Did a great show. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, you guys are ridiculous down there, man. The way people come out. I wish it was like that all around the country.
Yeah, I was there last Saturday, the early show.
Yeah, that was a well. I appreciate you coming down to the DC Improv. So what's the deal, man? You said you hit somebody?
Dude, I was out in California just a couple of weeks ago, right? I'm in Santa Barbara.
Uh-huh.
And this guy, this fat motherfucker on this moped, like, comes out of nowhere.
First of all, fat people should not be on two wheels anyways. You just look ridiculous. Like, fat guys on motorcycles doesn't look good. And then now you're going to take it down another if you're a fat guy, you're on a motorcycle, you at the very least need the saddlebags to kind of hide the love handles. Is this guy hung up?
Great. Thank you for calling.
Jesus Christ.
Very good. All right.
Was that me, Danny? That wasn't me. I didn't touch the mouse.
No, that was him. So
I'm having issues again with the phones, Joe. I'm having issues. It's me. I don't know how to fucking do it. He's probably stuck in those fires out there. All right. So what are we up to now here, man? We getting to the.
We have a phone interview. We have a lady by the name of Lily and her husband. They're an interesting couple. We wanted to do things in the vein of Halloween tonight. So we're, the evil rock and roll drum battle. We're going to have somebody from the Church of Satan in here live as our studio guest. But first, we're going to do this phone interview with a married couple. One of them is a white witch. The woman is a white witch. She practices white magic. And her husband's a Satanist. So
wonderful. Let's get them on the line because I have all kinds of questions for these people.
So here they are. Lily, are you there?
We're going to have to pick up her phone call first.
What line?
She's on 12.
There she is. Jesus Christ. We're a little rusty here. Lily, what's up, man? You're on Uninformed.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, we're doing great. Before we start, we're just going to be asking you some questions, so please don't put a hex on us or any of that type of stuff. We're actually really interested in... First of all, what is like a white witch? Is that like some sort of Aryan thing, or is that like a different kind of magic?
Not at all. Not at all. In fact, I usually make jokes about it myself. What we mean, it's a very outdated term today to use white magic and black magic. They're actually terms that we don't particularly like, but usually is pasted on us. Basically, the idea
like a
was
scarlet letter?
Magic, meaning good. No scarlet letters.
Angry
white
peasants
magic,
screaming at you to be burned? No, none of that?
None of that, not unless you want to do something like that with the pinchers or something. But the point of the matter is white basically meaning, the good things, like a white nurse doing healings. And black meaning, well, very, very selfish and things to do.
This is really coming off racist. Okay. So white witches are angels and black witches are selfish. Are they lazy? Do they sit on the front porch? And
This was that scene in Malcolm X. We're watching Malcolm X today when they look up in the dictionary.
Like the term,
But it's
actually.
like black, soiled,
yeah, that's really what...
dark, evil, white, pure, innocent.
Yeah, that really just sounded like... Okay, all right. So, well, okay, so the white witches, you guys do good things, and then the black witches do bad stuff, huh?
That's a very, very, very big generalization, but...
Hey, it's your world. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, I understand. I think that's a big generalization. Really, it comes from a very detailed story of the right-hand path and the left-hand path, right-hand path being very similar to Christianity, looking for mercy, and the left-hand path looking for self, making sure...
Okay, so what exactly do you do? Do you have one of those big black pots with like bat heads in it and stuff?
Black pots. I don't even cook.
You got a skillet. Let's start with that.
I don't even use a skillet.
How can you be a witch without, at least some sort of cookware that you can boil stuff in? You don't have that down in your basement
we
like
don't
3
boil anything.
rabbit's
I
foots?
can't even boil water. Okay, so the boiling is out.
This could
Boiling
be
is out.
this could be the most ignorant I've ever heard you on this
Why?
show. You, huh?
What do you mean?
You sound so ignorant right now.
Why?
I prefer
You just
morning
do.
latte
You
to
just do.
a kettle of
Yeah,
fish.
if she boils rabbit's feet, let the lady out.
Dude, let me. Well, she sounds like she sits in a cubicle and she's in customer service. I'm asking, she's a witch.
Well, I think Lily, correct me if I'm wrong, the Wiccan thing is sort of misinterpreted by society. Wiccan is almost a sort of earthy nature connection type of thing versus...
Wicca is a religion that
she's
came
a hippie?
around in the 1950s. It doesn't have anything necessarily to do with witchcraft, but unfortunately, as people look at it, they tend to do a situation where they slam Wiccans and witches into the same boat. There's a lot of Wiccans who don't want to be identified as a witch.
So let me get this straight. You're not a witch?
I'm a witch. I'm not a Wiccan.
Okay, so if you were, let's put it into Star Wars terms, you're on the good light side of the Force.
Okay, yeah, I'm Luke. Hubby is Darth Vader.
Who's Darth Vader?
My husband is Darth Vader.
Your
That's the
husband.
way to look at it.
So how does that work, though? How can you, because your husband's a Satanist, so how can you, how does that just not be a completely, non-productive relationship that you're, a counterproductive relationship that you're in?
Well, unless you like somebody who always says, yes, dear, it is very good.
She's saying she likes it rough, Joe.
Yeah, I like it rough.
She likes it rough. You like those bad boy witches, huh? Those devil worshippers. Bend you over your kettle every once in a while, right? Smack you with your broom, huh?
I like the bad boy witches.
I think it's like the stories in the paper when, like when the Mets wife is married to the Yankees husband. I think it's something along those lines.
Oh, okay. So it's more of like a cute thing. Let me ask you: have you put a curse on any of your neighbors?
I don't do cursing. The husband does that. He does curses when he feels they're important to do, but I wouldn't say that he wastes his time on the neighbors. The neighbors are pretty decent.
What kind of curse would he do? Like, what's an important curse?
Obviously, if he's dealing with someone where there's a criminal or someone in the neighborhood that he knows is just not working well and playing well with others, he may indeed do a curse or a banishing to make sure that person either moves.
Does he ever just do it because he's jealous? Somebody has a nicer car than him. He's like, that son of a bitch. He had to top me by getting the convertible. Huh?
Do you think I'm allowed to cheat? I'm not stupid.
Wait a second, but here's what I don't get.
No way.
Here's what I don't understand.
No, I don't work in a cubicle. I've never worked in a cubicle in my life.
Here's what I don't understand. So if he's on the evil side, the dark side,
I'm totally confused
him...
with this whole thing. I thought we were going to be talking to witches who were going to be doing evil stuff in the vein of Halloween.
Well, Bill, again, I've explained this to you several times, and you've just chosen to not commit any of it.
But she's saying like they're like that serial killer on Showtime who only kills people who deserve to die. Terrible show.
She's a white witch. And he's a Satanist. She's saying he's the dark side, she's the light side. That's what's interesting.
Oh, so we have the one who makes cookies. Well, what do you?
Her husband. Well, let me ask her this question though. What I don't understand is if you're saying if your husband,
she's a vegetarian.
If your husband is like Darth Vader, why would he put
He likes fish, dear. He does like fish. He's not a vegetarian.
I'm saying you are. You're like.
I don't like fish as much as I like beef. Thanks.
Why would your husband put a hex on a criminal if he was on the?
Why would he put a hex on a criminal? Because he doesn't want a criminal living next door. That's what you said. Is the neighbor?
No.
He doesn't get along with the neighbor.
No,
so get rid of the neighbor.
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm asking is, if he's on the dark side of things, why would he put a hex on a criminal? Wouldn't they be on the same team? That's what I don't understand.
I think you have a very wrong idea. This is about celebration of self. A Satanist can be accused. I call him ego, power hungry, and cocky. Okay, very egotistical. I would not say he's a criminal. The worst thing he's ever done is bad once.
Can we talk to him for a minute? Can you put him on the phone?
Is he available?
Sure. Hold on. He's right here. Hold on.
Wrong way. I just hope you don't mind this woman bending your ear.
No,
not at all. I'm just happy to talk to somebody with little, who maybe did some evil stuff. I mean, we're trying to do a Halloween show here, and Joe books us with some Bergenstock lady. No offense, sir. Please don't put a hex on me. But I was like, okay, here we go. We're gonna get some evil here.
You know, when I told you that it was going to be a variety of things, and again, you chose to figure that out on the air versus the 2-hour prep time when you were playing.
I understood that she's a good witch and everything, but it's just like, Jesus, come on! Man, you never even threw an apple at somebody.
That's what's interesting is that she does light magic and he's a Satanist. Do you see that? That's sort of a unique coupling of people.
Yeah, I do see that. I get that now, Joe. I get it. She's like Paul Reiser.
And yet there's no wrong or right path as far as we're concerned.
Let me ask you this. What's the best hex you've put on somebody? Like, I mean, I wish bad shit on people all the time. It never really seems. How do you tell if it works or not?
I did, and I shouldn't even say this on radio, but I did the first publicly documented curse that worked. But I don't want to go into it because
yeah, by all means, don't tell us the interesting part.
Well, the thing is, the guy did blow his brains out, as I said he would. But
see, these are the kind of stories I want to hear. Okay.
I feel that most of it was I knew the guy so well, and I knew what he was capable of, and I knew that he was a wacko who would do himself in eventually. So he did take his Luger out of his holster, and he did blow his brains out, like I said he would a year earlier. But,
Whoa. You predicted it, or you put a hex on him?
Yeah, everyone said I cursed him or I put a hex on him. And I said to myself, well, I really didn't. I just knew the guy. I knew he was a whack job. And I just
For the love of God, will one of you witches tell me something evil that you guys did? They don't do. They don't do evil things. Okay, this is what we're trying to find out. We're trying to become informed with the guest about what they do.
He said he put a hex on somebody, and then they went out and blew their brains out. And by the time he's done telling the fucking story, it's just he just did a psychoanalysis going, I think that guy's going to kill himself, and he did. That's not a witch, Joe.
This is what...
It's not a witch.
Well, we're trying to find out what a witch really is.
He had like a German background, and he had that Adolf Hitler mentality. And I said, well, if he's going to whack himself, he's going to put the gun to his head.
I mean, honestly, this guy could be, managing a 7-Eleven. There's nothing Halloweenish about this guy.
Here's the thing I'm trying to figure out. So, if the difference between light magic and dark magic is, in dark magic, you would try to put a hex on somebody where, they would do something detrimental to themselves, like kill themselves, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're evil. You just might create a hex or try to create a situation that contains evil in it. Is that the difference?
You know what? You got to go with the flow of nature. And like Nietzsche said, he says, if I see you walking on a precipice, he says, I'm going to be the guy that pushes you over.
Hey, where does Jesus come into all of this? Do you believe in Jesus, or do you worship to like some three-headed dog?
I believe in everybody's belief. I believe all paths lead to the
Joe, you got us hippies. That's what you booked on the show.
You're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening.
I am listening. The guy said he put a hex on somebody, and he did. He psychoanalyzed somebody.
Listening. You're asking questions. You're not listening.
That's not a witch.
But you're not listening to the responses to your questions.
It's not a goddamn witch.
You're not listening.
What I'm saying is good and evil are relative.
We're trying to find out what this is all about, and you're not listening to their answers.
Why is your voice so high right now?
Because it's bugging me. Because we're trying to find out stuff and have a phone interview and see what the real deal is. That was the whole point, to say what is the public's conception of this thing and what is really what it is.
Oh, well, maybe I'm the voice of the public, Joe.
True. But you put 10 people in a room and ask them what good and evil is, they'll give you 10 different definitions. Did you ever stop and think of that?
Did you, Joe?
He's talking to you, Bill. Bill, he's talking to you.
I thought you were conducting the interview.
No, I haven't been able to get a word in, actually. But here's
I could give you a quick example.
Yes, that'd be great.
You know, I have this cat that I absolutely love. I think he's absolutely heavenly. He's God. He can do no wrong. But if you look at a mouse looks at my cat and doesn't see this adorable, furry, heavenly. He sees a monster that's about to devour him. To him, the cat is pure evil. To me, the cat is...
You know what? I never looked at it that way. Now I get it. Now I get what you're saying.
All right.
See, Joe, now I get it. I listen.
All right.
I understand
All right.
why we have this guy on, because I'm just... I mean, do you understand at least my point where I
No, I don't. I don't understand your point.
She hyped him up like he does all the evil shit. And then he tries to claim that he made somebody blow their brains out by putting a hex on them, and then by the time he's done telling a story, he psychoanalyzed somebody.
Nobody hyped anything.
Danny, am I out of my fucking mind here? Maybe it's me. Am I out of my mind
Danny,
here?
am I wrong? He's asking questions, and he's barreling through their answers with jokes, and he's not listening to anything they're saying. It's true.
Now get this background. This guy that was so angry at me was slandering me all over the internet, calling me a pedophile and everything.
So what did you? I know. How is this informing us on this?
We were on the right track with the wife, and you made her get off the phone. She was starting to explain to us what the difference is and what this is all about, and she got off the phone.
Hey, let me put her back on.
Please.
She explains things kindly. I tend to be more abrasive, but that's the difference, the right and the left.
I'm not mad at you.
More direct.
I'm not mad either. I'm disappointed. Like when you go see a movie, and you know, like Perfect Storm.
No. I'm not angry with you. I'd like to hear what you have to say, but yeah, put your wife back on.
You know what, Joe? I'm gonna let you do it, because obviously I'm fucking up. I'm gonna let you conduct this interview.
It's over. It's been tainted. It's ruined.
It's not ruined.
Oh, Joe.
I don't know where to. I don't even know where to go with it right now. I just, we were just trying to. Oh, my main thing with wanting to talk to you and your husband as guests was, I know that there is a certain conception out there about witches, about Wiccans, about Satanists, and all this stuff. Yes. I knew a girl that was a Wiccan, and that was when I first learned that, pagans and Wiccans and all that stuff we were talking about today, Bill. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily evil.
I don't even believe in the devil, just to give you an idea on that. And to me, when he talks about cursing someone, to me, I mean, I know this is a very nasty thing to say, but even Hitler had a mother, okay? So what I'm saying here is that when we look at people who do nasty acts, even if that person deserves it or whatever, that person has someone, okay, who cares about them.
Joe?
I don't know what that means. She lost me there.
Where you at? That's how I've been the whole time. I don't know.
I got lost there. That loud.
Okay. Can you imagine that someone who you think is a criminal, okay, someone who's a heinous criminal, that their mother might still see them as her little boy?
You're going to put your head down now, Joe?
Again, good and evil.
Go ahead, Joe. Go.
That's what good and evil is all about.
Bill.
It's not hard to figure out.
Bill. I don't even...
What did I do?
I'm frustrated because
What? You tell me.
This is this show. We got guests on the phone, and we're arguing with each other.
I want to know what the fuck I did, Joe.
I'm angry because I did a lot of work to try to line up what I thought would be great for this episode, won't be appropriate, and you've been giving me shit the whole time. I'm angry about what you said to me during the break still, and I'm carrying it into this right now.
So let it go. I said we'll
can't.
talk about it after the show.
I can't, because I feel like it was a lot of work, and then I felt like we're trying to do the interview,
Lily,
and you're yelling at him.
Lily, can you take some fucking basil and sprinkle it around into a pentagon and try to get Joe to forgive me?
Pentagon is a whole place where people hang out who are in politics and stuff. We use pentacles or pentagrams.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna
but I mean, as you said, even Hitler had a mother. So I mean, if that doesn't sum it up, man.
We're gonna get cursed. They're gonna curse
Joe,
us.
they don't do that.
Oh no, you're not. You would use basil for prosperity anyway.
Okay, now we're on to something. Now, what do you use to hex somebody? What oregano?
Well, oregano, if they're allergic to it, is really great to curse somebody.
It's like the Smothers Brothers. So what do you use to curse
I'll
somebody?
give you some examples.
One curse we do is poison ivy.
Poison ivy
It makes you itchy. I learned that when I became a witch.
One curse we do is we put cracker crumbs in somebody's sheets. That's very irritating.
That's no fun. That you did it.
Okay.
Do you want to hear one or not?
Yes. Yeah. Let's hear one. Seriously, we would like to hear one. Honestly.
Okay. What you would do, for example, if you've got someone who you want to make sure does not get the job that you want, okay, and understand this is manipulative magic, but what you would do is take some kind of item of theirs or a picture of them or something they've written or whatever and put it in an ice tray, something that you would have in your home.
Okay.
And put some water in it and literally freeze them out of the competition. And that's what sympathetic magic is about. You would be freezing them out. Obviously, once you get the job, you will sort of let them free. But
This is what I was trying to get to.
Okay. Well, why didn't you say that?
This is what I've been trying to lead her towards, not their psychoanalyst of their suicidal neighbor. I'm trying to figure out how you can put a hex on somebody.
All right. So
do I need to become a Wiccan to be? I mean, if I take Joe's headshot and put it in an ice tray, can I freeze him out?
Absolutely. Remember, I hate to be political on this, but you'll see Christians doing a lot more cursing sometimes, like when you see Fred Phelps screaming, "God hates fags." He's basically just trying to curse homosexuals. That's all he's doing.
Dude, I'm in the, should we try this? I'm in the New York's Funniest Comedian competition at Caroline's. There's 6 of us. The finals, it's 6 of us.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we try to do that? And just see what happens. I'll freeze.
Get the headshot of somebody else and put it in an ice tray.
I'll freeze the other 5 guys' pictures and see if I win. If I win, that fucking X works.
See, this is. I mean, I don't. Maybe I'm a fucking moron, but this is the.
You're not a moron.
This is the direction. I don't fucking say it like that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying it like that.
You're not a moron. No, Bill, you're amongst friends. You had suicidal, soothing talk, like don't kill yourself.
Easy. I didn't say it like that.
All right. All right, Lily. Listen, man. That was very educational. Thank you very much, and happy Halloween to you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you,
Lily.
All right. Here's someone's going to chime in on Wiccans. Ivy in San Francisco. You have something to say about Wiccans?
Yeah, they're all fat. And Wiccans are bullshit, and they're all fat.
They're fat. Okay.
Yeah.
Wiccans are fat hens.
Skinny Wiccan? I've never met a skinny Wiccan. They're all fat.
Is this a young boy or a girl?
I don't know what it was, but it started to annoy me after a while. Joe, do you understand what? Like, let's get back to this because there's a lot of more like tension between us than normal, Joe.
I know.
What I was trying to say is like they weren't getting into like being like she hypes her husband up, going like, "Oh, I only do the nice kind of magic." Oh, okay, fine. And she goes, "He does the evil stuff. He does the crazy stuff." And I say to the guy, have you ever put a curse on somebody? And he said, "Well, yeah, I don't really talk about it. I made my neighbor commit suicide." And then he goes. He just starts psychoanalyzing.
I'm not arguing any of that.
He didn't put a pistol in an ice tray, Joe, and make him do it.
But what I'm saying to you is, right off the bat, you're asking them questions in this douchey tone. It sounds like you're making fun of them. We invited them on the show to talk to them, not to make fun of them, because we wanted to get informed about what it is they do. And right away, you're going, what are you, fucking, you got a skillet or something? And you're fucking with them. And then they start trying to be like, okay, haha, and like tell you what it's really about. And then you're fucking railroading over them, dude. And it's like, all right, let them talk, or just ask them.
This is how I heard it, though. I heard it like she was just meandering. And I'm thinking, and I'm seeing the phones. Nobody's on the fucking phones. And I'm thinking, this is boring the shit out of people. I got to make it funny. I'll ask her. I mean, I'm honestly asking her if she's got to.
The whole point was to become informed. So ask what you want to know. Ask the questions
I learned a lot.
That you want to know.
Wiccans are boring. They're boring people who don't really do any sort of witchcraft.
God forbid there's not a laugh every 20 fucking seconds, you know? I mean, we were having a regular conversation. Yes, that's kind of the point of the show sometimes, is that we get information out onto the air about something that most people don't know about. That's the point of the fucking show. So, yeah, it's not going to be hilarious every 10 seconds, dude.
I know, Joe, but they weren't going anywhere.
You didn't give them a chance to go anywhere. You were being provocative from the jump of that conversation, dude.
I was trying to ask them interesting questions.
You weren't. You were asking them derogatory questions, dude. You know that. You know you were fucking with them.
Oh, my God. We're going to have to defer to Danny again? This is ridiculous.
Danny, come on. Am I making that up?
She was boring.
She was boring.
She was all over the place, and the husband was even worse than she was.
Russ, how did you enjoy the interview?
I want to know if that guy can put a hex on Joe so he blows his brains out.
Yeah. Is that what you want?
Although, if I could say one positive thing about that call, it was a lot better than that natural food lady that you had in last time.
But dude, Danny, honestly, I'm not saying they were boring. I'm not saying it wasn't riveting. But I'm saying, am I wrong in saying that right off the bat there was a tone of we're making fun of you that shouldn't have fucking been there right off the bat? That wasn't the point of it, man.
I thought I was having fun with it, Joe. I really.
But they weren't responding to it.
It was innocent. It wasn't anything malicious.
I don't know. I disagree.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. You go on a mainstream radio show and you say you're a witch. You got to expect you're going to get the broomstick fucking something. I mean, what am I supposed to just... I mean, and I was listening to what she was saying, and it was just all, she fucking enjoys pumpkin seeds. But it just didn't... It didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere towards the... And then she's fucking talking for 20 minutes till she finally gets into the fact that she put somebody's headshot in an ice tray and something. But that's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear about a regular.
But if you would have just asked her that right off the bat instead of fucking with her, you could have got to that a lot sooner. That's my point. Ask her what you want to ask her instead of making these dumb joke questions up that we didn't even want to ask.
Oh, God. Okay, all right, then I
I'm not saying, look, I'm just saying it's a little more 50-50. It's not, I worked hard, I sought her out, I had a lot of fucking phone conversations with her trying to get her prepped for this, ready for the show.
You know what I realized, Danny? It's time to apologize to Joe again. Just like the last show. Once a show, Joe gets upset and his feelings get hurt. Joe, you got any sad music you can play here where I can start to apologize, Joe? I'm sorry that, I'm sorry for... I love it. Okay, Joe, I'm sorry. You found a couple people who work at a Home Depot and work in potted plants, and they told you that they were witches and that there was going to be something. Joe, I'm sorry I fucked up the interview. Sorry you booked two people who ended up being fucking boring, and I tried to make it better.
I don't think you fucked up the interview. What I'm saying is...
Joe, this isn't a respond anything. I'm just apologizing to you.
I just felt like between...
Go ahead. Bring out the music. I want Joe to be able to...
Between what you said at the break to me and that, I just felt like my work wasn't being fucking appreciative, and I got a little angry. I was like, do you know what? I busted my ass to put this show together. I did all the fucking prep work for it, and you're giving me shit during the break, and then you're
I just said that. I just said we went to the key thing too quick. That's all I said. I didn't give you shit and say it wasn't funny.
It's like, dude, it was hard work,
man. We just sound like a couple chicks on the rag here, man. We're gonna go to a break.
All right, let's make up.
You're listening to Uninformed. Joe has on a lovely sweater. He's really upset with me. I don't know what to tell you. It's the Halloween episode. We got a devil worshiper coming up. Maybe this guy can talk to us about the proper way to put a backboard in your fucking driveway.
It's Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
what's up? You're listening to Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. Going at it early. This is our big Halloween show / the big drum battle coming up in the final hour. We got a lot of callers after talking to those Wiccans. Some people agreeing with Joe, some with me. Here's someone's got a curse for me. Hey, Buckshot, what's up, man? You're on Uninformed. You got a curse for me?
I got one for you guys, but you got to repeat after me. 3 little words. Door knock, creak, not breed die.
What is that?
Repeat it.
No,
I'm not saying that shit. Get
It's a
fucking herpes
curse.
or something.
You want a curse? You want it to work?
Well, what's the curse do, dummy?
I'll fucking tell you after you say it.
Well, no, that's not how a curse works.
You want to believe?
What is this, the fucking Price is Right of witchcraft right now? Go fuck yourself at your door, number 3 curse.
Joe, say it. Joe, just say it.
No,
You wanna
I'm
flip-
afraid.
you
I'm
want-
freaked out.
You want to flip a coin?
Yeah, I'm afraid.
How about we flip a coin?
What are you afraid of?
All right, flip a coin.
Because your name's Buckshot and you got some sort of crazy language you're talking in? All right, heads, I got to say it. Tails, you got to say it, all right?
All right,
just let it fall. Tails, Joe, you got to say it. All right, repeat after Buckshot, Joe.
Door knock.
Doorknob.
No, door knock.
Door knocks. Tecays. Crepes. Crates.
Not breed eye.
Not for eat eye.
Not breed eye.
Not for eat eye.
Right.
Okay. What did it do? What does it do?
Secret.
What?
I said it's a secret. He gave you something, Joe. You're going to have polio.
I think I have it already.
You got to you got people with, I thought that was going to, okay, Bill let's get one for that. Somebody actually trashes me. Hey, Jim, what's up? You're on Uninformed.
Hey, Bill. You want to make fun of the power, huh?
I like this guy's ominous tone.
I heard your broomstick comment.
Yeah, I was making fun of the power. Making fun of you and your kettle. I'll fucking toss you in it.
He sounds like the fucking preacher from Poltergeist.
You have my attention. You tapped on the glass, and now I'm listening.
Okay.
Here's the deal. Buckshot's not in this room. He's just a jokester. You pick the circle, I'll pick the soul. O-N-A or Ron and Fez.
See, this is the kind of guy I wanted to talk to. This guy is scaring the shit out of me. This is a Halloween show now.
Just pick one.
Pick one what?
The O&A show or the Ron and Fez show.
And what'll happen?
Bill has to face the consequences. He made fun of the power.
So you gotta drag them in, dude. You know what, dude? Fuck you and your George Foreman grill. What are you gonna do? You gonna cook up a lock of my hair or something?
I don't like all your secrecy. What's the fucking curse? Come on, man. If I had fucking magic powers, I'd be bragging everybody
Wouldn't
about
you just
it.
wield them?
I would have went up to that Asian lady and I would have said, "Back the fuck up. I'll make you grow a fucking tail right now."
Dude, you know
Miraculous
what?
tree stump, whatever the fuck that guy made me say, doorknob.
You know what he's doing right now? He's doing what the bad guy does in all the action movies. Rather than just killing the good guy, he starts explaining his entire plan. Well, why don't you set it into motion?
No. You pick the show, I'll pick the soul. O&A or Ron and Fez.
I'm not playing your game, sir. I don't negotiate with terrorists.
They're our friends, by the way. Why would you pick somebody that's on our team?
I know they're your friends.
First of all, what sort of black magic guy is named Jim? Is this like a hobby?
You want to make fun of the power.
I'm making fun of you, Jimmy.
But now you got to pay.
I don't got to pay shit.
Pick one.
No, I already said I'm not doing it, dude. That's your only game. What are you? This is your first weekend as a witch?
I'll pick the circle for you, Ron and Fez. 14 days.
Dun, dun, dun.
14 days. That's all you need to know.
Okay. What do you like, that Asian chick who crawls out of the well?
Danny, count that.
Call back.
Well, we're not trying to trace the call back, Jim.
No, 14 days.
Stop! I'm freaked out. Stop it! It's freaking me
I like
out,
this
dude.
guy.
Seriously, no, I'm freaked out. What's gonna happen
Why?
in 14 days? That's freaking me out. I'm serious. I'm really serious.
Have you ever heard of a devil worshiper? The devil doesn't have a southern accent, okay? He
They
doesn't.
always have a southern accent.
No, they don't.
Children of the Corn, wasn't that southern?
Hey, Jim, what's your favorite devil movie?
Ron and Fez is going to lose a member of their staff within 14 days.
Well, they get rid of interns all the time.
That's what you pay for making fun of the power.
Well, that's easy because it doesn't really affect my life whatsoever. I run into those guys once a year at the XM Christmas party.
You want to bet? You done it.
I did it. First of all, you got to speak proper English if you're going to try and threaten me.
You should be more eloquent.
You made fun of the power, so I picked the soul, and they will be gone.
Sir, you have explained yourself at least 48 times. I understand. Ron and Fez are going to get rid of an intern in 2 weeks, and it's because I mocked the power, man. I'm telling you. I'm quaking. I'm quaking in my boots right now. I really shouldn't have.
A member of their staff. It could be Ron or Fez. I will pick the soul.
I bet this is Ron and Fez calling right now.
Hey, Jim, why don't you use that power to, like rob a bank?
Jim,
why don't you just go out and win the lottery? Why don't you do that instead of picking on a completely different radio show that had nothing to do with it?
You're the one that made fun of the power. You think it's all broomsticks and witches and hocus pocus?
I thought there was some skillets, and I thought it was legitimate questions.
Yeah, Jim, how come you...
It's a joke.
Jim, do you at least have a Swifter?
Jim.
Joke. So 14 days, we'll see who's laughing.
Jim. Why would you do that, Jim? I have a question.
This guy is the greatest caller we've had ever.
I'm so freaked out.
You don't believe in the power?
Jim, do something else. I want something else to happen.
I'm serious. I'm not fucking around. I'm fucking creeped out by you.
Well, you shouldn't make fun of the power.
I didn't make fun of it.
No, you didn't.
So you're a pussy. I made fun of it.
Yeah, you're on Opie and Anthony a lot. I hear you all the time. So
Okay.
Within 14 days when they lose
I got it, Jim. I got it. Jesus Christ. Why don't you just rent out a plane with one of those fucking banners behind it? I got it. Jesus Christ. In 14 days, something's going to happen.
You want to make some more fun?
Yeah, can you have something happen in the next 14 minutes?
He's going to fucking kill me. Stop it. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm creeped out right now.
Dude, first of all, it's not a big prediction. Radio is a very volatile industry. People come and go all the time. Why doesn't he make something happen in the next 14 minutes?
No, they're not. The member's not going to come and go. The member's not going to be breathing within 14 days. It's a joke. So
well, why don't you kill somebody in 14 minutes? We'll synchronize our watches.
It's a process.
What's the significance of 14?
Oh, here we go. It's a process. How do you go about it? Oh man, see, Joe, that's what I wanted those Wiccans to be.
Dude,
I wanted
I'm freaked
some
out
scary
right now. I'm fucking freaked out. I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm freaked out.
Jim sucks.
That
He's an
was
idiot.
creepy.
See, there's a guy from my religion.
We got to ask our Satanist when he gets in here if any of that is true.
I'm in trouble right now. So, hey, Terry in Wyoming, what's going on?
Bill, I'm preparing something for you right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've got the silver knife and the silver plate. I downloaded a picture of you off the internet, and I burned it on the silver plate. And with the
what does that mean? My fish sticks are going to get caught in my throat?
This is what I don't think downloading can be a part of a curse. That doesn't work. I don't think can Satan be like, it's convenient with the internet now. You can just pull the pictures very quickly. I used to have to go to Kinko's and run off copies. What?
Listen, slow down. What do you think Satan can't use the internet? What? You know how many people go to hell every day? Are you kidding me?
You're
not convincing me right now. You got to sound more evil, dude.
I'm just. What's evil? It's fun. Hell, I'm having a blast.
Why don't any of you fucking guys take over the
These
world?
all sound like Dungeons and Dragons kind of people.
That's the thing. Like, why don't any of you guys take over the world? Like, if I was a witch, or whatever, a man witch, or whatever you call it, I'd go into banks.
A Mitch.
I'd pick men up in the air with my power and throw them through the fucking glass and fly around and shit. Why don't you guys ever do anything cool like that?
I don't know. Why would you want to fly when you can grow a tail?
People with southern accents are evil.
Because a tail is useless. Did you really just ask me that question? Why would I want to fly if I could grow a tail? Why the fuck would I want a tail?
Why not?
This guy sounds like he's like a stoned witch in the middle of Wyoming.
I got to do a little better job of screening the phone calls tonight.
I got to admit, man.
These people are fucking morons.
Witchcraft is horseshit. I like the other guy, though. Come on, man. You mess with the power.
Dude, when he goes, the scariest part is when he went, you tapped on the glass, you got my attention. Step into the circle.
Oh, dude, come
that
on.
fucking freaked me
He just
out.
watched Die Hard. he's just, you know, he's taking old Arnold Schwarzenegger lines from the 80s. I'm here to fucking chew gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum. I'm all out of bubble gum there,
It was
buddy.
a great line, dude. I've always wanted to say something like that to somebody. I was going to say something really fucking, like, evil. You know what I mean?
How many times do you have that fantasy during the day? Like you say something cool, and then you just kick the shit out of the entire room of people.
You know what my new one is? My new fantasy is?
What's that?
I always want a guy to come at me. I always want a guy to come at me, right? And I want him to mess with me.
I always. I
want a guy to come at me like he's going to rob me, and he goes, "Hey man, give me your fucking money." And I go, "Just leave me alone, dude. I don't want any trouble." And he goes, "Give me your fucking money." "Hey man, leave me alone. I don't want any trouble." And he goes, "Give me your fucking money." And he slaps me across the face, and my lip starts to bleed, and I take my finger and I wipe the blood off, and I just go, "You shouldn't have done that." Like that. And then I like rip his heart out. That's like my new fantasy.
Well, Joe, you know what? You ought to become a Wiccan.
That's an awesome fantasy, isn't it? To just go, "You shouldn't have done that."
You know what? I think if I read it on the paper, like it was in a script, I could see where that could be cool. But it's just somehow the way you're doing it. You know, it's not giving me the chills.
It's awesome, dude. It's fucking white.
And you barely have enough breath. All right, you know what? I think a lot of those guys were full of shit. But we do have a guest in this next hour. You're listening to Uninformed. For those people who are out there driving in trucks and stuff across the country, you're listening to Uninformed. Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. And I don't know, we talked to some witches. I guess I kind of made fun of it, and I guess I pissed off people with southern accents in the middle of nowhere. Oh, here we go. Here come our guests in studio.
Hi, guys.
How are you? How's it going, guys?
Hi. Have a seat.
Welcome. So now in the next hour, we're talking, who do we got here, Joe?
Christopher.
I'm Christopher. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming out, Chris.
Christopher is an author and a member of the Church of Satan, correct?
That's right.
And
And I'm Stephanie,
You're Stephanie.
and I'm a photographer and a member of the Church of Satan.
And you two are also a couple, correct?
Yeah, really nice tattoos.
Thank you.
Yes.
I like those.
Thank you very much.
So we'll be talking to them, and are we going to break right now? Or are we starting this? I guess we're starting this.
Yeah, let's jump in.
Okay, we're going. Okay, so Chris, we were on the web today. We looked at the book that you wrote, Sex Cats.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago. That was a collection of old dirty pictures I put together.
Nice.
And I've been consulted on that a number of times for other books and for films and things like that.
Like those, like the pinup girls from the 40s, that kind of stuff?
Exactly, yeah. I have a very large collection of that stuff.
And you're clearly, like, into that, too. You have the Betty Page hairstyle and everything. Is that what you photograph mainly? Is that sort of...
No, I do more contemporary, like 70s-based looking work. 70s, 80s.
70s, 80s?
Yeah.
So we're talking more like Cheryl Teague.
Yeah, absolutely.
Farrah Fawcett, right?
Yeah,
Your
that
hair
kind of
back.
look.
See,
Like,
Joe, I can go right every decade, I'll tell you.
Apparently the devil likes to jerk off a little bit over there. So let's make up for lost time. We didn't get what we wanted out of the Wiccan fucking whatever phone call that we did. Break it down for us. You're members of the Church of Satan. What does that mean? Does it mean you believe in and worship Satan? How does this work?
As an organization, we don't believe in Satan or devils or anything like that. And speaking personally, I don't believe in magic or witchcraft or any of that nonsense.
Did you start off with any, like, did you start off, were you raised in a specific, any religion, or were you atheist from the get-go?
My parents were loosely Christian, but I never believed in anything. I was really into animals and science and stuff like that, and I knew that religion was a bunch of bullshit. And when I was a little older,
what about it? What about it made you think that it was just bullshit?
I saw things around me like the way animals ate other animals, and people beat the crap out of each other, and smarter people always dominated dumber people.
Right.
And that to me was the way the world really worked.
That's interesting. Okay.
So you don't buy into the meek shall inherit the earth.
Absolutely
no, not at all.
Do you guys have an opposite saying?
Do we?
Like
the meek or cunts or something like that.
Yeah. Meek are a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
We have a lot of sayings. Might is right is one of them,
Yeah.
but that's kind of a simplification of a lot of other principles. But most of us lead our own lives and do our own things, and we work on our own projects, and there's lots of material out there, and when I was younger and I was dismissing a religion and investigating it and deciding, well, I should look into this before I call it a bunch of crap, I found the Satanic Bible and I read it. And at first I thought this was just going to be some the opposite of Christianity. And I read it and I was like, oh, this guy's really savvy and smart, and he had this carny sensibility and it's this wry sense of humor. So I realized it wasn't about religion or killing cats or anything like that.
So if you don't believe in Satan, though, why is it called the Church of Satan?
It's called the Church of Satan because if Satan existed, or if God existed, Satan would be the better one. Satan would be the cooler one. Everyone knows that. Satan is always sexier. Satan is always darker.
Satan's like the guy you want to hang out with.
Exactly.
And God's like, yeah, you forgot to give us homework.
That's it.
And he's much better looking, too.
Well,
God, we're going to get some phone calls on this. Okay.
Yeah, here we go. But what about... What about... So Satan's the cooler one and everything, but what about the... Here's where I don't understand... Or whatever. This is what I'm not grasping. If Satan's the cooler one, but you two aren't actually evil people. I mean, Satan, there's an inherent evil that always goes along with Satan. There's a punishment, there's a torture, there's a trickery, there's a treachery, selling your soul, all that sort of thing that goes along with the lure of Satan. So why prefer Satan but not practice any of that stuff?
We see humans as dark and evil, but only in terms of the fact that everyone is selfish. You can't say that there's not a person that isn't selfish. Like the woman who called earlier, who put pictures in water and froze them. You're going to end up with some wet photographs. But she claimed that what she was doing was benevolent, but there she was depriving somebody else of a job.
Right.
Trying to.
So you don't believe in like that hex stuff, like when you do look at them, like they're like the carrot tops of like
Yes,
evil people,
yes.
like they're doing all like these hexes and these curses and all that type of stuff.
Yes.
So you guys, that's because that's what I always wondered about people who are in the Church of Satan. It's like I'm always thinking in my head, like, okay, so aren't you're just embracing going to hell? You guys don't even believe in hell.
No. This is hell. You're in hell right now. You're in heaven right now. Your life is what you make it. And for a lot of people, that's way too much. That is evil to them. The fact that when they wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and realize that their life sucks, it's their own fault. So this is hell for them. This is heaven for them. We believe that people should be responsible and make their life what they want it to be.
So how did you guys get the evil thing hung around your necks?
I think a lot of it is the drama and the glamour. That's a big part of it. We're interested in things that the fact that the devil is always dark and mysterious, that's a big part of it.
So, do you believe then, if the devil existed, do you believe that he's been slandered, I guess, in a way, through literature and things of that nature, that the misunderstanding of his being and purpose has been what perpetuated this notion that he's
we got
evil
right here,
or whatever?
A cultural scapegoat figure.
Yeah, Billy found that on the internet today, that the devil claims to be a cultural scapegoat. In other words, we don't understand him, so we blame all the evil on him, whereas he's not evil. He's just of the flesh, or whatever you want to call it.
That's right. Anything that people don't like is evil. Right now, we use propaganda to call the Mideast evil. Any war that's going on, the Mideast is calling us evil. We're American devils.
Right.
Anyone who we don't like, we always give that label to. Satan, evil.
Can you date outside of the Church of Satan? I mean, can you just like meet chicks at bars and be like,
oh yeah,
I'm into Satan? Well, immediately they must think
I wasn't a member when we met.
Oh, you were?
And now I am. So I was outside.
Couldn't you meet a nice Jewish girl? No,
I've met a few nice Jewish girls.
I'm just joking, man.
So what was your first thought when you heard he's Church of Satan? You're like, first of all, it's going to be great sex, right? Wonderful. Was it like some sort of like vampire sex where he like bit you 3 times?
No.
Just pretty missionary.
Sorry.
No
candle
blood,
wax
nothing like that.
shit, the candles.
No, sorry.
Nothing like that. I think that stuff's pretty corny, actually. But there's a lot of people, and probably in the Church of
Yeah,
Satan,
we enjoy
too,
each
who
other,
dig
not
that.
wax.
I always picture like you'd be fucking on that bed from the Temple of Doom after he lays on.
Yeah, you don't have like
Well, that would be cool.
black on black comforter and sheets.
Yeah, that music's playing.
Imagine that would scare the neighbors.
Where are you from?
I'm from Jersey.
Yeah, that would scare the neighbors.
Yeah.
The neighbors over there, Archie.
Oh, geez, she's up at the Church of Satan.
So you're basically telling me that all that Church of Satan that you guys, you're not even like, you don't even every once in a while, just for the hell of it, slice a goat right across its throat?
We don't.
Nothing with animals, but ply of people in the Church of Satan put curses on people and do things like that. And the way I see it, the best you're going to get out of that is psychological relief. I don't need that. She doesn't need that. We have our own things.
You never even put like a little curse on somebody?
No, I put all my energy into my work. You know, my photography and the things I do. I don't put my energy into things that, you know, like cursing.
You know what's
people.
funny is
That's
if you
kind of
took out the
lame.
Church of Satan references, they could be on the 700 Club. They just sound like two real wholesome people.
I am.
That is interesting. So what? Yeah. So that's so. Not to be repetitive, but if Satan existed, what do you think? From both of you, what do you think Satan would be like if he existed? That's basically what we're trying to get to here. What is your actual perception of this guy if he existed? What would he be like? Because you clearly don't think he'd be like he's described in the Bible or whatever, right? So.
Well, I think a really good representation of Satan would be at the end of Rosemary's Baby. Roman Cassavette, the old man who's really dapper and cool, and he's been everywhere, he's done everything, he's really experienced life, he's lived a long time, he likes to drink and eat and have a good time and go out, he's always happy. That's my vision of Satan. He's a little quirky.
But what about the part that he impregnated this woman so she can have his baby so he can conquer the world? Like that part... Because that part would be evil. You see what I'm saying?
That's a lot of mythology.
Okay.
They put that in there. It's part of the movie. Great
Okay.
movie.
It's to scare the Christians.
Would you like to take some calls? You want to talk to a Mormon?
Oh, sure.
He has something. If anybody else want to talk, ask these Church of Satan people for Halloween weekend. Call 866-WOW-1-WOW. And Eric from Arizona, you have a questions for the people Church of Satan here.
I did. I was wondering if they believe in the Antichrist.
If they what?
Believe in the Antichrist.
No, not at all. Nothing like that.
No.
Oh.
I'd have to have some proof
Sorry.
of that to believe in it.
Okay. Well, I really just wanted to know what, because you belong to this church. You have a belief in Satan.
No, I only believe in things that can be proven right in front of me.
This dude is asking all the questions. We already asked all these questions.
Oh, I see.
Why don't you and your 40 wives turn down your volume? How many wives you have out there?
I had one, but she.
Do we have?
But yeah, I left her.
I can hear.
Okay, so you're looking for a new church? Church of Satan, man. I mean, I think that's the way you should go.
Yeah, they're good guys and girls.
Dude, just to do it, just to go from Mormon to Satan. I mean, come on, man. You'll get a book out of it.
I figured that would get me on the radio.
What the fuck is he? What the fuck is wrong with the people that listen to this show?
We don't have any real callers.
Jesus Christ. Who's that? Who's the next one? There we go.
John from New Jersey. They're atheists. John, what's up, man? Are you a religious freak or just somebody fucking around?
What's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
Hi.
Nothing. I don't know. It seems like today, especially in these times, we live in this world where the religious right is constantly compromising our freedoms. And I don't know, I think the whole Church of Satan thing is a cop-out. Like, if you're going to be an atheist, I think the atheists need to bond together, ditch the bullshit name, not try to scare away the conservative Christians, because if reason's not going to work, then certainly...
Oh, so you're saying that they should call themselves atheists instead of the Church of Satan?
Yeah, that's what they are. I mean...
Well, I wouldn't agree with that at all. I think that there are tons of atheists out there who don't share my political beliefs. And as far as right-wing Christians, I may not like Christians, but if people in this country want to be Christian, that's what they can do. And there's plenty of people in the Church of Satan and people that call themselves Satanists who are right-wing and very conservative.
Well, yeah, atheists don't really have a unified political belief system. And it sounds like you don't agree with what other Satanists agree on or believe in.
What other Satanists?
Oh, I don't know. I thought that's what you were saying before, that some Satanists kind of subscribe to the mysticism of Satanism.
I thought you said you wanted.
Yeah. I thought you said.
All right, dude. I don't know
what is it? I can't see what they say from here.
What's the point in believing? Jojo from Wichita. I don't know. We got to find out. Jojo, what's up? We got Church of Satan here, man. What you got? Any questions for him?
Yeah, your guest there, he made a point that he only believes in things that are proven in front of him.
Yes.
Okay. if that's the point, what, there's nothing left to believe in. It's proven for you.
But there's much more to that, because we acknowledge that man and everyone on this planet is selfish and an animal, and the core of Satanism is that. And people who are atheists and who don't necessarily believe in things other than science don't believe that. Satanism is the only religion that sees man as an animal.
What religion are you, sir?
Me?
Yeah.
Christian.
Yep.
That sounds convincing.
He's not too sure of that.
Christian?
He's Catholic, but I don't believe in it.
Well, you want to join the Church of Satan?
I mean, what do you? I love that. I don't believe in being Catholic, but I'm Christian. How does that make any sense?
That's actually part of the reason for Satanism.
Bible.
You what, buddy?
But look, I believe in what I believe in.
Well, what do you believe in?
I believe in doing good by people.
Doing well by people, sir.
Doing well by people. You know, what you put out is what you get back. You know, that sort of shit.
You know, all that golden rule fucking shit.
I'm not going to
You think I sound dumb? I mean, I know I sounded like a moron when I was etching that witch if she had a fucking kettle or a skillet, you know? All right, JoJo, thanks for listening, man. I appreciate it. You know what? We got to take a break here. We're going to come back more with the Church of Satan. They're going to be answering any questions you have about them on this Halloween weekend. You listen to Uninformed with Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa. Keep it here.
Voice your strong opinion right now. 866-WOW-1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969.
Saturday Night Virus begins now.
This is as disorganized as it comes.
Welcome to the Halloween edition of Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. No reading, no research, just scary.
What the fuck was that?
I wrote that.
Why did you write scared? No reading?
It's Halloween. It's funny.
All right. The Grandpa Munster music in the background can only mean one thing. It's holiday. Was it Halloween weekend?
Yes.
Halloween weekend. The holiday that gay people embrace like no other.
They love Halloween.
They do. Well, they finally get to walk around with their dildos right out in the open.
They can finally walk around with their asses hanging out of their pants.
No, I don't know what it is. All I know is people get really excited for Halloween, and I gotta admit, ever since around 8 or 9 years old, I could really give a fuck. I mean, people are insanely into it.
We had to remember. We went to the. We can say Ricky's on the air, right? We went to Ricky's.
Yeah, Ricky's.
And we had. They're known for their Halloween costumes or something, and Bill and I actually had to stand in line to wait to get into Ricky's.
I was pathetic. No, basically, you're not preempting it correctly. We're finally going to do our drum battle for people tuning in for the first time, or for people who listened a month ago. Joe talked a lot of shit one day about his abilities as a musician. I gave him shit back, and next thing you know, now we're having a drum battle. So at the last second, we're realizing, wouldn't it be funny if we came in dressed like John Bonham or some shit like that? So we go over to this costume place, literally an hour before the show, because we're completely disorganized.
Right.
And there's 90 chicks, a couple of gay guys, and us standing there trying to find fake mustaches. I think we were the only men in that line without mustaches. It was brutal.
Yeah, it was. Ricky's is it's a good store, but the the sign when you're standing under the neon teal and pink sign that says Ricky's, and it's written on that tube. It's like a tube of toothpaste or something, or hair gel, and it's shooting.
Dude, I don't know. Everything I walked in,
it's shooting gluck out of it.
Is it?
Yeah. It looks like
this show's just
available everywhere. I can get at Barnes and Noble, Borders,
really,
everywhere.
Yeah, Anton LaVey's books, Peter Gilmore's.
And there's
books,
no Jesus freaks,
They do. I think trash them and throw them in the garbage. I've heard people who work at Barnes and Noble. They said they've seen people ripping them up and stuff.
Throw them in the garbage. Could you say Archie for me, real quick?
Archie.
Oh, Archie, I'm into the devil.
Ask her to say chair.
Say
chair.
Chair.
It's adorable. It's
She's adorable, and she has a book. A little segue there, Joe.
She does, nice. Bill.
It's called The Moon Motel, and is basically, as I can tell, thumbing through it real quick, these are soon-to-be victims of serial killers, half-dressed.
Pretty much.
Is that what it is?
That's what these people look like.
It's motels and what goes on behind closed doors.
That's very insightful. I didn't get that at all.
Come on, man. I mean, that's the kind of place. When I used to do college gigs, these are all like pictures of the Surfside Motel. I used to have a thing like with my college agent when they booked me for stand-up gigs. I refused to stay in hotels that opened up to the outside. Like there had to be a lobby. Like so, if some psycho came in, I can hear him killing the people behind the desk, and I can fucking
That's what that book's about.
Yeah,
Motel
that's pretty
Bazaar,
much what it's about.
Murder, sex,
It's
mayhem.
called Moon Motel, or is
It's
it called
Motel Bazaar.
Motel Bazaar. And where can you buy
And
it?
that's from scapegoatpublishing.com.
And this book is about motels, murder, and what else?
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
There you go.
It's got everything.
Sex,
Cheesecake,
nudity,
violence.
cheesecake.
It's actually got a lot of cool pictures in there.
Can you get it on Amazon or anything?
You can get it on Amazon. Yeah,
It'll be in your Barnes and Nobles. It'll be in all the chains. You can order it from Amazon.
I think they've begun to ship them out now.
Okay.
It just came in like hot off the press like 2 weeks ago. We got an advance.
Are you guys
copy.
parents into the Church of Satan? I mean,
No,
are they
my
like,
parents?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Do they freak out?
Stephanie,
how could you be into the devil?
Well, my grandmother would probably die if she knew. Yeah, I guess she'd get upset. But
What are your parents very religious?
my grandparents are very religious. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was brought up in a very Catholic household.
Do your parents,
adorable girl, and now you're in the Church
very
of Satan.
Catholic.
do your parents know that you're doing this?
I don't know. I guess my mother knows. She's come over and she's seen. We have.
You never leave some evil trinkets laying around on the bureau
I don't have any evil trinkets. I have a deep fat fryer.
Well, we do have some evil trinkets that our mother's kind of creeped out about.
We
We have a
have Ouija
Victorian
boards,
coffin and things like that. But that's all for show and for fun and skulls and things. And they get flipped out by that. But they know that we're into movies and stuff. So.
Dude, let me ask you a question. On all honesty, what's the most fucked up thing you ever did?
The most fucked up thing I ever did?
Like, even you were just like, wow, is that me?
I don't think I've ever done anything that fucked up. But the thing is, we
Jesus, this is blowing my mind.
I know.
I was thinking that outside.
Well, no. It's not boring. You said something interesting during the break with, rooting. We were talking about how Satanists would be, Satanists see the devil as like the sort of punk rock guy, and they see Jesus and God as the hippies or whatever. So I get that. And you were saying when you watch a movie, you sort of root for the bad guys because you watch Goodfellas. You said, for instance, you think these guys are kind of cool, and that's sort of what it's about. But if you were hanging out with those guys, the second Joe Pesci shoots Spider because he didn't bring him his fucking drink or whatever, I mean, you'd be like, okay, that's enough, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? So there is a line that you're drawing where you're saying we like that sort of thing, but we're not evil. Am I wrong in that in that assumption or whatever?
See, we understand that people will behave that way. So if we wanted to hang around people like that, we would expect that. But Satanists agree with the law, and we're law-abiding. We don't break laws because that would put our pleasure into peril. We wouldn't be able to go out and do the things we like.
All right, what is your pleasure? Are you having orgies?
We don't do that. People in the Church of
Jesus
Satan
Christ,
do.
this is
Plenty
like
of
the
people
Cub
do.
Scouts.
We don't. But you'll find people who do. We like to go out.
We eat a lot. We drink a lot.
But if you did have, if we had orgies, you
We
wouldn't
watch
think
Larry
it was wrong.
Sanders.
No,
It's
not
our
at
favorite
all.
show, and
If
we
that-
worship the devil. That's what we do.
Anything that makes you happy is fine, so long as you're not hurting anybody that's not asking for it, and it's not breaking the law. You're not hurting children or animals.
Well, I hate to keep harping on this point, but that's where I'm getting confused if you're following Satan, or the example Satan sets, or the idea of Satan, there is going to be some law breaking and some unhappiness made by him.
See, we see people as animals, but we believe that the evolution of human beings is to create laws. So people who break these laws should be punished. And that's why I was saying earlier to the fellow that called that some of us are very conservative. Many of us believe in the death penalty. We're not anti-gun. We think that if somebody rapes somebody, they should be put in jail or executed.
No, right. But doesn't that eventually not line up with Satan anymore? Isn't there a point when Satan's going to go, well, I want, 1 or 2 rapes. You know what I mean? Isn't that kind of part of the...
Are you saying that everybody else's definition of Satan is fucked up, and you're telling the real definition? So is that what you're telling me? All this crap I'm listening to is just a bunch of propaganda?
You're thinking about it in a purely like Christian kind of way.
Yeah, we don't believe in demons or any tales or bullshit like that.
But even in rooting for... Even taking the Christian thing out of it, if you're saying earlier, you root for the bad guy in the movie, you like the bad guy, but the bad guy does break laws and he does do evil
Well, Spider just wasn't getting that drink fast enough, was he?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Joe, you know what? These are two wholesome,
I know, they really are
abiding
wholesome.
Satanists. We've been trying for 40 minutes to try to get some sort of crazy behind the scenes.
We could have played "What's Going to Keep You Out of Heaven" with them, but they got nothing.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
they don't believe in heaven to begin with.
The biggest evil you'll find in the Church of Satan is that you'll find people who actually know how the world works and who want to do stuff in the world and who actually change the world to suit their vision. But you won't find people breaking into stores.
What do you know how the world works? Sort of like everybody's evil, or they actually know who the next president's going to be? You talking Illuminati shit here?
I'm talking about figuring out how things work and engendering yourself into a position by getting to know the right people and getting to... hone your talents and skills and not sitting around putting pictures in water. And instead of doing that, if you want to overpower people physically, you work out. If you want to be smarter than other people, you make yourself more intelligent. You read or you experience life. That's what Satanism is about. It's about real life. It's not about fancies. It's not about curses and things like that.
If I wanted to get a promotion at work, I would work harder. I wouldn't be putting pictures in water. You know what I mean? I would actually physically do something about it, like on a physical level, like be productive.
This person got a question: Are there any celebrity Satanists?
There are
plenty of celebrity Satanists.
Who? Can you out them? Or are their pictures not going to do well?
There are some that cannot be outed, but there are some that many people know about. Mark Almond is a Satanist.
Those celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is that?
Who the hell's Mark Almond?
He's saying tainted love.
Okay.
Marilyn Manson, everybody knows about that.
Right.
But Sammy Davis Jr. was in
he's
the
my
Church
favorite.
of Satan. Jane Mansfield.
Wait, what?
He was.
Sammy Davis Jr. He was Jewish.
Well, there's
He was.
pictures
The
of him.
Candyman was a Satanist too.
I
There's
gotta
pictures of
research
him
that
on the
one.
internet with the founder Anton LaVey.
All right.
Accepting.
Who else? Like Florence Henderson? Give me somebody. She was. She had to be.
Who did you say
she was
after
into pleasuring
Sammy
herself.
Davis?
She
Jane
fucking
Mansfield.
banged
Jane
Greg.
Mansfield.
Wait, who's Jane Mansfield again?
She banged the guy who played Greg, Barry Williams. Florence Henderson, was she?
Not that I know of, but she may have.
You guys have a celebrity
Jane
wall in your
Mansfield is
cave?
like Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Who else?
That covers a good amount of ground as far as I'm allowed to say. But
what happens if you out somebody that's
Tom Cruise?
There are a
Tom
lot
Cruise,
of people who don't want to be
closeted
out.
Satanist.
It's like what I was talking about earlier about being able to work through the system. For a lot of people, if you go out there and say, I'm a Satanist, you may not get that part, or you may not get, people will think, oh, you're just a goddamn kook. I don't want you in this position, or... So there's a lot of people who don't talk about it.
And
that's why Wiccans work in the Home Depot. And
it'd be fun to just make up celebrities that are saying this.
So this whole weekend of Halloween is just a bunch of bullshit. It's just a bunch of... it's stupid. We brought in scary music, Joe. We started this whole shit. We got nothing is what we have. We got Wiccans doing these guys are just, Jesus Christ, George Bush is dreaming about people like you, just wholesome, bringing back family values.
I feel like a scumbag. Huh? We could out devil them
exactly
to the 10th.
I'm gonna tell you, Church of Satan people, you don't even know what the devil is. Okay.
You have to tell us what you're gonna do though, and I'll tell you if it's satanic or not.
No, it's what I've done.
What have you done?
Because we play a thing on here called
What's gonna keep you out of heaven?
What's gonna keep you out of heaven? And it's basically that one thing. I guess you guys never played this game because you don't believe in heaven and hell. What do you guys think? You just become part of the earth?
Yeah, we just kind of die.
Well, I don't know that I believe in it either, but it's still a fun game to play. All
right, Joe, what's your latest? What's the latest thing you did that you think the second, when you look back at all the fucking things you've done, this is going to keep you out of heaven?
Some people said this was evil and some people said it was fine, but I felt that it was very evil. A few months back, over the summer, I guess it was, I had a girl at my apartment. And we were making out on the couch, and she was going, well, I don't want you to think that I'm easy or whatever. And I was like, no, of course not, right? And I gave her this speech. I stopped making out with her, and I gave her this long speech about, listen, like, I think we really should respect each other tonight and not have sex. Because I knew that if I gave her a speech, that she would probably blow me.
See, that's very satanic.
And so I did that, knowing that she would probably blow me, and then I'd probably never talk to her again. And sure enough, hook, line, and sinker. She thought it was so sweet that I didn't want to have sex. She gave me oral sex.
She blew you.
And we never spoke ever again.
So Joe is like sort of an honorary member of the Church of Satan.
He's a de facto Satanist.
You
He's using satanic principles to great ends.
Thank you.
You're thinking ahead.
I felt bad after that. I felt like it was evil.
Don't feel bad. Use it again.
It's a great technique. It's a great technique.
I think we found
the way. Did it get you what you wanted? It did.
It did, but at the well, I guess not at the expense of somebody else. It's not like I talked her into it or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So your thing is you're not responsible for other people within the confines of the law. You should be able to try to manipulate somebody into doing something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. God, the freedom of that.
What did you do?
Huh? Oh.
You done a nice evil one lately?
No, I have to go back in time. I don't know.
Back in time.
Oh, you want to hear a good one? When I was 19, I kicked my 5-year-old sister down the stairs.
And what happened?
See,
she stopped herself.
She lived, though.
With her head.
But, I mean, it's like what I felt like doing, so at that moment, she wasn't 5.
You feel bad about it?
How old was she?
Oh, yeah, I feel awful.
I would, too.
You feel awful? Jesus Christ, I
something.
out-deviled the devil with her.
Well, did she do something really bad to you? If she did, then that's different.
And that's different.
What did she do, Bill?
Do you discipline, if you had children, would you discipline them?
I wouldn't have children.
You wouldn't have children?
No,
Why?
they suck your life from you.
They do.
Jesus Christ, I'm a fucking Satanist. I didn't even realize it. Like, everything this guy's saying, like, you can talk some girl.
I like how honest it is. Like, nobody will ever just say that. Nobody will go, because they will suck the fucking life out of you. Like,
you can't get anything done with a kid around.
Everybody just goes, well, I don't know if I'm ready, and that's a very direct answer. They will. They're rotten.
They're noisy.
All right.
If I wanted to go to Europe tomorrow, I could buy that ticket and go. I don't know kid telling me that I have to stay
You want to travel around the country and take creepy pictures in a motel? You
Like trash people in motels?
Some fucking baby getting in the way of that?
Yeah, we got to wrap this up here. You got before we go, Stephanie Crabe. Moon Motel?
Motel Bazaar.
Motel Bazaar. Oh, that's the name of the motel on the cover.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's
and
okay.
is your book still available, Chris?
You can get Sex Cats on Amazon.com. And everyone out there should read Anton LaVey's books and Peter Gilmore's Satanic Scriptures, just out this Halloween.
Okay, so if you're tired of your religion and you want to get blown, Church of Satan is the way to go, man.
And also, somebody send us that Sammy Davis thing. One of the listeners out there, if you can find it and put it on one of the threads. I want to see those Sammy Davis pictures.
Yeah, if you like Google image Church of Satan Sammy Davis Jr., it comes up. It's.
Yeah, I want to see that.
All right, we'll definitely check it out. All right, Danny, we're going to take a break here. You're listening to Uninformed.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for
having us.
All right, guys.
Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
All right, man, we're back. Uninformed, Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa. And who would have thought, man? Satanist. Jesus
Lily White.
Christ.
Lily White.
Good
Lily
Lord.
White. But I'm relieved. I'm a little relieved that they're not creepy and they don't drink blood and
they don't believe in the devil. All that shit is out the goddamn window.
Didn't you feel a little comforted by that, though? Did you feel like oh?
No, I was like, for the love of God, can you talk? Did you cheat on your fucking Satan worshiping wife? Have you done anything other than the fucking light turns yellow and I start slowing down? I abide by the laws and I believe in Satan.
I felt like we just, I felt like I was a little relieved. I felt like we had Mussolini in here, and he was just like, I like to play a little golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then the witches, dude, how psyched were we for this fucking show? We were like, dude, we got devil worshippers, we got witches, and I swear to God, we should have been doing a fucking bake sale in here.
Yeah, I know. This wasn't...
Jesus. Every time I looked out there, we finally have a crowd out here. I mean, these people are fucking nodding off out there, just like
the camera.
Coming in. Oh, yeah.
The camera girl stopped taping.
She stopped taping. Like, we can't use any of this shit. We don't need high definition mediocrity on fucking DVD. For those people out there who are still listening, man, we fucking I'm shooting a DVD coming up on November 10th down at NYU. So we're shooting some DVD extras, and we thought it would be a great idea.
Yeah,
for them to come down here and film some of our compelling interviews. And we figured, no, we got to wait till the Satan worshipers are going to come in. Oh, man, these people, they're going to be having orgies, lit candles on their fucking butt cheeks. And something's going to happen, and absolutely nuts. Well, I have a little milk and cookies before I go to bed. And,
there's people that never, and the other thing is, too, like, we're doing some, Bill and I are doing some shows coming up where he's going to headline and I'm going to open for him. And
the way it should be.
We wanted to have, we thought it'd be great to have some footage that we could cut together of the show of us. We definitely have footage of us arguing tonight. There was some vicious arguing going on. But the worst part is somebody's going to buy your DVD that's never heard of the show, that's never listened to it, and is going to be very excited to get a peek into the show. and one of their buddies will go, "What's the radio show like?" And he's going to go, "Well, it's like AM radio, except they say cunt."
Joe, really, I can tell you this right boring. Now, none of that is going to fucking... The only thing that's going to make it is that guy, Jim, who said I didn't respect the power. Granted, if I don't die in 14 fucking days and I can't do my special, then...
You're not going to die. Somebody from Ron and Fez, apparently.
Yeah, and why do I care? That's one less person who's in the way.
I'm uneasy about that. That really creeped me out, man. I'm serious.
Oh, you think someone's going to die?
I don't know, but God forbid somebody does.
And you think it's because it's a fucking devil worshiper named Jim?
Be a weird coincidence, wouldn't it? That'd be creepy, wouldn't it?
I don't know. Why did you all of a sudden sound like Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct? I'd have to be an idiot to write a book about fucking...
Anyway,
let's get something more compelling for those of you, for our regular listeners out there. Last month's show, Joe was talking a lot of shit. He said he could sing. Remember that, Danny?
Yes.
He was saying that he said that he could sing, and I'm like, well, why don't you just go ahead and sing?
Yeah, but you know what Joe was supposed to bring in that he didn't bring in? I believe there was some talk about a rap album.
I have a rap song right here.
Okay, all right.
So I brought the CD where I sing with my band, and then I brought a copy of my rap track. So you can knock both out in one swoop here. And I also have a CD where I play drums.
Well, we're going to hear you play live,
we don't need
Joe.
that.
We're going to hear Joe in the next hour. The next hour coming up here. Actually, in like the next 10 minutes, the drum battle is going to commence. 60 days in waiting.
Here
Joe
we go.
DeRosa.
It's 60, right? That's 2 months. I'm like, no, it was 2 months. Fucking, I'm an idiot.
I know, and you're calling me a moron.
Christ, I'm sorry. So this is a track from my band. I have a band called Salsa Windfall. We just had a CD released on Human and Human Records. The album is called Two in the One in the. This is the single. We're gonna push it as the single on
the new thing with comedians. Right? Everybody's got like a single now.
But this is let me preface this. This is not a new thing. This album was recorded 10 years ago. It's just now being released. I did this.
So you failed at this.
No,
and then you became a comedian.
Fail.
I get this. This is like a scrapbook.
This is Joe DeRosa's Chinese democracy.
The band. The band broke up. My partner moved away, and it just didn't go any further. That's all.
Is it a ballad? I mean, what are we going to listen to here?
It's a song. It's a pop rock song.
Okay, so Joe, claiming he can sing.
But the vocals on this are new. I had to redo the vocals before it was released. So.
You had to redo the vocals. Okay,
yes.
So we want people out there to chime in on what you think Joe's a good singer or not. 866-1-WOW. Let's hear Joe DeRosa's track.
Farewell to the sweetest thing that I've ever seen. What could be more noble than his misery or the lack thereof in this time of need?
Sounds like Herman and the Hermit.
Why don't I treat myself to a second help and what they're saying? That for man forget vulnerability like it never happened. Pursuits are what my lips now touch.
All right, go ahead, cut it.
No, don't cut it yet. Wait till it gets to the chorus.
Well, we're going to listen to the whole song?
No, let it go to a chorus, though.
I thought it was in the chorus.
Oh, please.
I don't know. Aaron's shaking his head. He's just shaking his head. Get Aaron in here. Aaron, stepson of Aerosmith's Joe Perry, is listening to Joe DeRosa singing and he's shaking his head. What's up, man?
Nothing much.
How you doing? How was your ride down?
Good.
Good deal. So, you're in the music business, right? Tab, you got them going on?
Yeah.
Great band that we see. And Joe DeRosa. So if his CD comes across your music mogul desk, what are you thinking?
No, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Oh, it is not brutal.
Dude, that's brutal. It sounds like a sitcom.
That doesn't make sense.
It sounds like a sitcom. It sounds like a sitcom theme.
It does. I picture the friends dancing in a fountain.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. I can sing, though. Doesn't matter if you like the song. I can sing.
You can sing.
It's all right.
It's just a little too...
I thought it was a little layered, like Paula Abdul.
It's every song on the album isn't like that. They're all a bunch of different types of songs. So if you didn't like that song, that's fine. But
play another one.
Hold on. Let me pick.
Play another one.
Let me pick so we get the right song. Hold on.
But the deal, so for some reason, he won't sing by himself, but he brings in some studio thing with his 18 Joe DeRosas, a Joe DeRosa army of people singing.
You want to hear a children's song, you want to hear a country song, or you want to hear a pop?
I want to hear a good song, Joe.
You can pick.
How about a good one?
Do you want to hear a children's song? Do you want to hear a country song? Or do you want to hear like an indie rock song?
I don't give a shit.
Pick what you want, tough guy.
I want one.
What do you want to hear, Record Mogul?
The best one.
All right,
exactly.
Play the country
There's got to be
song.
one that you have in your heart that you think is the best.
I like that one quite a bit.
If I was a big, large record producer right now, which one would you wow
Play
me
the
with?
country. Well, none of them, because none of them are going to wow a big record producer. It's nothing that's radio whatever friendly. But
All right, wait. Before we go in,
song. Play track 9.
We
the country song.
Sounds like Marilyn Manson and Roy Orbison said something. Hang on, we got to get set. Cody.
How's it going? It sounds like either happy Marilyn Manson or creepy Roy Orbison.
Okay. All right.
Joe's taking that as a compliment.
Thank you.
All right.
Seriously.
Let's go get a little feedback, man. We can't have it all on air, all right? Hey, Joe, what's up? What do you think about Joe DeRosa's new single? Just hang up.
That's what I thought of it too.
That's hilarious.
All right, Ed in Pittsburgh. Joe DeRosa, what do you think about his new single?
Yeah, man, I don't know about the song so much, but I think his voice sounds fucking pretty damn good, man.
Thanks, man.
There you go.
Thanks a lot, dude.
All right, there's one for Joe.
I appreciate that, buddy.
One for Joe. Patrick, what's up, man? You're on Uninformed.
Yeah, sucks ass.
Oh, here's one saying you're a thief. Chris, what's up, man?
Hey, there's a reason why Bare Naked Ladies was the only band that sounded like that 10 years ago.
All right, but that's not. But that's, you got to understand something. That's not what the band sounds like. Each song is a different sort of genre of music. That's why I was saying, do you want to hear a country song? Do you want to hear? That's not what. That's just what that song sounds like. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Let's hear the children's song.
Oh yeah.
All right.
There's plenty of
Track
bands
2.
that
Track 2 is the children's
All right,
song.
Chris, thanks.
Track 2 is the children's song.
All right, now here's
And
Joe.
then we'll play.
Joe's going to try to redeem himself.
Here's the rap CD.
Here's one. I'm stoned and it still sucks. I'm just reading some of the feedback, Joe.
You playing it? We're going to do the children's song. Track 2.
All right, here we go.
Children's song, Bill.
Okay. You trying to scare him?
Take my hand, and we'll go to a place.
It's a children's song.
That's filled with love. And anything.
You trying to be the Wiggles?
Look, you said I couldn't sing. I can sing. What? I don't know. You know, you don't have to like the CD, but.
Okay. Just tone it down. Now, this is my thing. Why are you doing the Milli Vanilli shit? Where it's like I'm asking you to sing live and you won't do it, and then you're coming in with this
Because Bill,
What?
even when I'm bringing in the polished fucking recorded thing, which is already awkward because everybody's listening like waiting to trash me, I'm still getting partly trashed. You're still all going, well, you can sing, but it sucks. So do you really think I'm going to sing live and just put my neck on the fucking block for you?
I like this one better than the first.
Thank you.
I like this one. I actually like this.
Well, this is my thing, okay? Like, you watch an action movie, a guy gets shot, and he keeps fucking running, he doesn't die. This is all studio stuff. I'm just asking him to sing live.
No, I assure you, no pitch correction or anything was
Paula
done.
Abdul, didn't they do that with Paula Abdul?
Yeah, Paula Abdul.
Yeah. All right, play the rap song, and then let's get this over with and get into the drum battle.
Okay.
Or take some whatever on this. Take some responses. The argument is not about whether you like the music. The argument is, can I sing? And I can sing. I've proved that now. I'm just happy, and callers have backed me up, and Aaron even liked the last song.
I like the song.
Okay. Don, what's up? What do you think of Joe singing?
Hey, man, not only does he share the same name as one of the Three Stooges, he sounds like one of them motherfuckers.
I don't... Oh, I do, actually. I was like, I don't have the same...
The fourth one. Everybody got here.
That guy sounds like he's at the height of
Brenda, what's up?
musical knowledge, too, by the way.
He sounds like Davy Jones on the Brady Bunch when Marsha brought him to the...
Davy Jones can sing, though.
That's fine, but he can sing. It's not about whether you like it. It's technically, I can sing. That was the argument.
Fucking hung up on you. All right. Dave from Illinois, what's up, man? What'd you think of Joe's single?
Singing, sorry.
Dave.
Yay. Oh, I'm sorry. He sounds like a pedophile. That's what he sings during track
hang up on him.
like Barney.
Jesus Christ almighty. What kind of listeners do we have on this show?
The worst listeners ever, and these are the people backing your opinion. Congratulations.
What's the matter? I'm hanging up on this fucking guy. All right, here's another guy. Paula, what's up? What'd you think?
Well, it's the first thing that they've done played Satanic all night. They finally found something to do with Halloween. It's a children's song.
Why don't you kick on a few that say Joe's a good singer, it's pretty good, you know.
He sucks.
Dude, yeah, the other thing is, here's the thing, and we can fucking, it's going to look like I'm just aimlessly defending myself, and I'm not. How many of these calls are people just trashing me because they want to trash me? Which is what people do on the show all the fucking time. They call up and they just say things to provoke. You know that's true.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, Joe. I don't know. This is my whole thing with that shit was all I just asked you to do.
Did you think
I just feel like we're arguing this whole fucking show, Joe.
According to that, did you think I could sing? According to that, did you think I could sing?
There was a lot of layers going on there, Joe.
There was 2 vocal tracks, Bill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
For
I don't
effect.
understand why you can't. It's not like I'm saying play a harmonica and you don't have a fucking harmonica. I'm just asking him.
Did you think I could? We'll go to karaoke and I'll sing. I'm just not doing it here, sitting across from you. It's retarded. You want to go to a karaoke bar with me? I'll go and I'll sing.
You know what, Joe? I can honestly tell you I do not want to go to a karaoke bar with you. Joe,
Play
whatever,
the rap
man.
song.
You're fine. It's good. All right, it's good. Fine, you can sing.
You want to hear the rap song?
Yes, I do. Okay. I've seen him rap. It's good.
I did the beat for this, and I'm rapping with somebody else on it.
What'd you do, Joe? You burned me a blank CD?
No, it plays. Does it not play?
It's not playing.
It should be. I tried it at home. It worked.
Oh, this old trick. I know this trick. Okay, you bring the CD in and nothing's on it.
It's not playing, Joe.
I don't know. It's supposed to work.
Ah, that Joe. I swear to God. You know, he says he can rap.
It's supposed to
Ask him
work.
to sing. He won't do it. He brings in a CD. With
Oh, gee.
How long was it supposed to be?
It's only one song.
How long was it supposed to be, then?
3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Something's definitely wrong here, because this is coming up as like 35 seconds long.
Nah, it doesn't work. All right, sorry, dude.
Probably burned me a data disc.
Oh, I probably did. Sorry, man. All right, fuck it.
Okay.
All right.
No, Joe. I'll tell you, it wasn't nearly as horrific as I thought it was going to be. I'll give you that.
He's good. He's
You know what?
pretty
You know
good.
what? You know what?
It's pretty good. I don't like the song. It sucks. But
He
that's
sucks.
got nothing to do with me singing.
Joe's a good singer. Here we go. Jason, build Joe's ego up.
It's not an ego thing.
Joe, can you agree with me at once? Jason.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I thought you were really good. I thought you could sing really good.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
There you go.
Not you, man, not you.
You got me.
All right, here we go. Ward. I'm going to click on all the positive ones, Joe. Ward, what'd you think?
Hey, you know what? I think people are bashing him just to bash him. I got to say, I was coming home from this gig, and I was feeling really shitty, and I listened to him, and after hearing him, I feel a lot better about my life.
I know. It's a little upbeat.
There it is. It's happy.
That was a slam.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, you did?
I enjoyed it.
I thought you were being... I'm sorry.
Jesus, Joe. Do we need to take a break on Joe? Have we been coming down too hard on Joe?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You just seem
Nobody's
like,
coming down hard, but I mean, I appreciate...
You just hit yourself in the mouth with the microphone.
Honestly,
just stop and address it first.
Honestly, but here's the thing. Honestly, people that called up and said, I liked it, it was pretty good, whatever, it's all right. I appreciate that. I think that's cool, and I think that's honest. And if somebody would call and say, dude, I didn't like the sound of your voice because I felt like you couldn't hit the notes right away, then I go, okay, fair enough. But when 8 people call and go, it sounds like my fucking cunt had a fucking shit on. It's like, really, dude? They're just being douchebags. It's just annoying, man.
What do they say when they call?
It sounds like my cunt had a shit. I don't know what I was saying. It's annoying. But people do that through this whole show, not just to me. They do it to you too.
All right, Joe.
Joe, I think you sound good. I think it's just a little too bubblegum poppy. I think you got a good voice. I think the music in general is just kind of it's a little too happy-go-lucky.
That's fine.
Poppy.
I can deal with that.
Okay, but you gotta all right. You gotta understand if the people not enjoying the song, that they immediately go to
it sucks.
This sucks. I mean, there's a lot of good actors in real shitty movies, and you know what I mean. You don't.
But do you understand what I'm saying? It's like people.
Dude, I totally understand what you're saying. You're saying I get it. I totally get the shit, Joe. But I'm just saying, until I see you live. You know what I'm saying?
I love that you don't believe me. That really is like almost insulting
because you know
to
what?
me.
Because you know what I'm basing it on? The times when you're going like, yeah, you heard that new song, and then you start to hum it, and it just sounds horrific to me.
Because I'm doing it to be funny, Bill. I'm being funny, and we laugh at me being like, duh, duh, and I'm like trying to recreate some dumb song.
All right.
But I mean, if you think I'm going to sit here and sing across the
Joe,
table
I don't even give a fuck anymore.
Like an
Fine,
engaged
you can
couple,
sing. Jesus
I'm not doing
fucking
it.
Christ. Oh my God, I feel like I've been in a relationship battle for like 3 hours and we just can't break up with each other.
Well, I just, I kind of resent that you think that I'm doctoring my vocals in the studio and then
maybe I'm saying it for comedic effect, Joe. Just to try to somehow get a couple of more minutes out because the Satan people came in and ended up being fucking the church of
God
fucking...
forbid we just treat each other like regular people.
Church of fucking Christ.
What a bunch of cunts.
I mean, was that the most boring shit ever?
They were brutal. No, they were bad.
It was terrible. Mm-hmm. That was like a fucking dummy.
Yeah.
So, anyways, are we going to go with this drum battle thing here? At this
Can't wait.
Big anticlimactic.
Can't wait.
Big anticlimactic fucking.
Can't wait. Let's
interview.
do it. Let's do the big fucking
before
drum
we,
battle.
Yeah, before we got 14 Days Curse was put on. Oh my God, they're still trashing the music. Before we go to the drum battle, okay, we got Aaron's down here, stepson of Joe Perry. Came down. He's nice enough to judge a drum. Have you ever judged a drum battle before?
No, I haven't.
Of stand-up comedians / drummers.
No, I haven't.
Are you? What are you looking for when you judge a drum battle? What are you basically looking for?
Basically, which one doesn't suck the most?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, for the most part.
And we got a favorite. Are we gonna go to break first? We're gonna jump right in. Okay, let's just do this thing. The drum battle is finally here after 2 fucking months. Even though that Satan interview made it seem like it was 6 months ago. Who's up first?
Why don't you go?
Huh?
Why don't you go first?
You want me to go first? I will go first. What are we doing first? Is it going to be freestyle? Are we going to play the song?
Can we take a break? We can't.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, I think
let's
we need to take a break.
Okay, let's take a break before we go into it. Joe, I still love you, man.
I love you too. But you're doing this. See, this is what bugs me, dude. From the second he hits play, you're doing this. And it's like you're not even giving it a fucking chance, dude.
That was my honest emotion.
No, it wasn't, dude. You heard the first hit of the drum and you went...
I was like, oh, God, Joe's going to start singing.
And you're like, it's like, it's just cunty. It's like, I played a million shows with that band. People enjoyed it. It was fun. I don't give a fuck if you like the music or not, but when you're just sitting there going, I want to hate it, it's annoying, dude. And then on top of it, you go, you could sing on CD, but, you won't do it live
Joe,
in the studio.
I said
like
you could
fucking
sing,
Pavarotti
or
Tony Bennett. He wants me to put the instruments down, everybody. I was going to sing a cappella.
We're going to get Joe some tampons, and we're going to fucking... We're going to come back in a minute. You're listening to Uninformed. Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa. Big drum battle coming up.
Bye-bye. Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
Here we are back on Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. And finally, at the end of 60 days, a 60-day waiting period, the drum battle is upon us. Here it is, Bill Burr behind the premier kit in the studio at XM. Here's how this is going to work. First, we are going to do a round one face-off between Billy, Danny, and myself. And the way this works is we will each play along to a song of our choice. Billy, your song is...
I think I picked something nice and simple. Good Times, Bad Times.
Good Times, Bad Times.
Yeah.
By Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
All right.
You know, in the spirit of uninformed.
Okay.
And not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about, I'm going to go with a song that's just way out of my range. Not way out of my range.
But just barely. We did try to pick songs that were just out of our reach.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
I was going to try to do something.
Don't bring me down.
Yeah.
All right. Here it is. Good Times, Bad Times. Bill Burr will be performing along with the song Round 1, Fight. All right. Let's wait a minute. What happened?
Hang on.
We got it? So anyway, Bill, what made you pick Led Zeppelin? Are they your favorite band?
No, I picked them because I was calling you John Henry DeRosa.
John Henry DeRosa?
Yeah, John Henry Bonham. Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay, that's his name.
Here we go.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Good Times, Bad Times, as
Positive
performed,
thoughts. I'm thinking positive thoughts.
as performed by Led Zeppelin with Bill Burr in addition on drums. Here we go.
Joe DeRosa.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's a dead heat on the poll. Danny, you up?
I guess.
Oh, geez, I don't feel like doing it.
Man, you gotta do it.
I know, but I wasn't really expecting to, be really in on it like you guys. I mean, I don't even have a song picked out.
Jesus Christ, Danny. I mean, we told you 2 months ago that this shit was happening.
Who gives a fuck if I could play the drums or not?
All right, what are we doing
So
now?
out of shape.
Dude, that fucking sounded good.
That sounded really good.
Thanks. You sounded good, too.
Yeah, it sounded really good.
Thanks. You guys sounded good, too. You sounded good, too.
Are you out of breath? Are you that out of shape that you're out of fucking breath?
I'm out of breath, dude. I'm done.
Okay, so how do you got it so far?
I'm kind of leaning towards Joe.
Yeah,
I'm kind of.
I thought he played better. I should have picked an easier song.
I think that was actually. I think his was technically a little harder. There were a lot more stops and breaks, and he had to keep up. I mean, he waffled a little, but I think.
I thought it was kind of gay.
He did a great. I think.
I thought it was kind of gay.
No, I think he did a good job.
Are we on to the freestyle part?
Are we on to the freestyle now?
Yeah, we could do freestyle now, unless you want celebrity judge Anthony Cumia.
Celebrity judge. Oh my god. Oh my god, Anthony Cumia.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Anthony.
What's going on, man?
Just came popping by and,
You were just walking down the street with a glass of red wine, figure you'd stop in?
Yeah, I had a little snifter in my hand and heard some drumming down from 35th Street.
Oh, it's been brutal.
Oh, man. I came downstairs. I was down in the lobby. I'm like, you could hear the drums from down there.
You can hear it?
Yeah, it's like coming down the elevator shaft.
Oh.
I don't know. By the way, Joe is awesome. Joe wins hands down. Bill all the way. Bill kicks ass. Burr has it all the way. Oh, my God. We got ourselves a heat here, Joe. Anthony, by the way, great new studios, man.
Oh, yeah, you dig this. I know.
It's unbelievable.
Nice big room. Yeah, I bought it myself.
I'm just saying. I didn't know some of your friends from back in your air conditioning days.
We're in here.
Put it in here. All right, so now here comes the hard one. Here comes the freestyle.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't hear you.
I butchered.
Billy,
I butchered good. I played Good Times, Bad Times.
From the car to up here, you were done. That kind of like makes me a little. From the time I got from the car, which I parked right in front, to up here, you were done.
Well, we were supposed to pick like 2-3 minute songs. He told me you were only going to play half that song. You ended up playing the whole thing. So
which to me is pretty impressive.
Huh?
Like right up until the very end, he was pretty spot on.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right.
You know, the end you kind of got a little tired.
I can play that shit.
But that's a tough song to play.
Oh, fuck him. I can play that shit. All right, so what are you doing? The freestyle now?
Freestyle.
All right.
Well, now we got to put a time limit on this, I guess, right?
This is gonna suck. 2 minutes.
You want to do 2 minutes? That's a long.
The
2 minutes
big
is a long
thing
time,
in
Joe.
freestyle is not running out of ideas. I can play for about 20 seconds before I make a complete ass of myself. Then I'm like, thinking.
All right, so here we go, folks.
Wait. What's the ruling? 2 minutes?
Yeah, dude.
2 minutes is a long time, dude.
But it gives the drummer a little time to.
Christ, come on, Joe, you none of that. You didn't have any of that shit. You have. Did you see the handwork I was doing? No, you fills with the shit. I can't even lie to you, dude. Yeah, this is sounding fucking all of a sudden like you can't.
It was fucking. It was awful. It's 2 minutes, that's fair, right?
2 minutes will seem even longer than our awful interview with those two Satanists. Jesus Christ. Anthony, we interviewed these two guys, these two Satanists. We're thinking Halloween, let's get these guys in there.
In the spirit of things.
And they're all just like, well, actually, we don't really believe in the devil. That's something that the Catholic Church and other religions came up with.
Great,
just
thanks.
being a devil worshiper just means just going out and fulfilling what you want to do. Like, if you want to smell daisies, you do it. And, dude,
You're
I
not
swear
a
to God,
devil worshiper.
45 fucking minutes of this. And he got mad at me because I trashed the witch, who was also boring. And he wants to turn it into this fucking NPR.
I wanted to know what it was all about.
Dude, we have been at
I wanted
each
to know what it
other's
was
fucking throats.
Good. I gotta go. I
this
gotta go
entire
with Bill
show.
on that one.
This entire show.
If I'm judging everything, I got to go with Bill on that one. That's
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean,
you want a
Anthony,
devil worship, but you want to hear about how they're killing animals and.
Yeah, and you
Just
worship the devil,
sacrifice
so
and shit,
you instantly get more pussy. Your whole life becomes
right.
better. You know when you're going to pay for it later. There was none of that, Anthony.
Yeah.
They believe you just go. They were upstanding citizens. They stopped at red lights.
I was freaked
They
out.
yielded to people.
I was freaked out because the YouTube thing we watched about that guy that you were making fun of on the phone said news reporter tries to get tough with loaded questions, and we flipped the script and put a fucking hex on him, and I was freaked out. I didn't want you to fucking get us cursed or some shit.
Some
I
guy
went
named
to the end of
Jim
it.
called up and said he wasn't putting a hex on me. He's putting on a hex. Someone on the Ron and Fez show is going to die. Like
In 14 days.
In 14 days.
Put a hex on him.
Joe, that freaked you the fuck out.
Dude, it
I
was
could tell.
fucking creepy, man. And the shit, the way he was talking.
Yeah, he was creepy. He was creepy.
He was saying all this like creepy bad guy, like movie like he'd be like, Bill, you tapped on the glass. You have my attention. Step into the circle, my friend. Like he was talking like in fucking riddles and shit.
Oh yeah. No,
riddles.
dude. It was totally. I didn't buy. I mean, come on, what the fuck? Wouldn't that guy wouldn't waste his time on me? He would just take over the world.
And why 14 days? How about right now? That would be impressive.
That's exactly what I said, and he said
right
he said
now,
I was
strike
being
him
a
dead.
douche.
Yep.
It's like right now you strike him dead. 14 days
But-
gives you the benefit of 14 days.
He had a great response when you said why not right now, and he went, these things take time.
These things.
Oh yeah,
That
you
was
could
a
just
great
hear
answer.
him stirring the pot.
Is he spackling a room? It's not. It's Satan worship. You should be able to just invoke his power in a second. What's Satan busy?
And that's the other. And then that other guy called and was like, I put a hex on you guys. I downloaded Billy's picture off the internet, and it was like, downloading shouldn't be
Yeah, he
allowed.
sounded like a seventh grade girl.
Yeah, you can't download in a spell. You know what I mean? Like, it's-
that hasn't. That kind of stuff hasn't caught up to our technology
Exactly.
yet.
You have to carve Billy out of wood.
You
or
still
some
need
shit.
a clipping of his hair, something like that,
What's
or a
left
piece
of
of
it,
his
yeah.
clothing, something.
All right, here we
All
go.
right.
2
Freestyle.
minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
That's gonna be a minute and 50
I
seconds.
have no idea what to even do with this right now.
Fuck you, man. You just killed that shit. You were good.
Yeah.
Your singing still stinks, but I'm telling you, man. your shit was good.
Are you
No,
ready?
I'm serious.
Shut up. I need to focus.
Let's go.
I'm gonna give you a countdown. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I can't hear myself in these fucking things, man.
You got 12 seconds.
There's the beep.
2 minutes is long.
That's a long time, man.
Long time, man.
Wow. Imagine 3 minutes in a boxing ring, one round.
All you hear is cymbals.
You're getting hit. Like 3 minutes in boxing?
Dude, that's brutal. I don't think you run out of ideas. All you can hear is cymbals. Play the cymbals, Joe, and tell me.
I'm not going to wear those headphones, I don't think.
Oh, strategy.
What a moron. Why was I wearing headphones?
He worked off of you, man.
You ready, Joe?
No.
Here's where the hard part comes, Joe.
Yeah, it sucks, I know.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Do I start over?
No fucking starting over. No starting over.
I don't remember how to do anything.
Time is up.
God, you got no grand finale or anything.
No, nothing.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad.
You didn't think it was that bad? Thank you. I thought that was atrocious.
In between the really bad mistakes was some really good fill work. You know? So
No, and he also did the good thing too. When you fuck up, you just do it again, so then it looks like you meant to do it. Don't think I didn't catch that. That sounded like you fell down some stairs, and then I'll just climb back up and fall down them again.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
All right.
I don't know. Vote. Go to uninformedradio.com, right, guys?
Yeah.
Wow. Uninformedradio.com. So we got. Let's hear some early shit talking. I'll get one of each.
All right.
Hey, Richard, what's up?
What's happening, Bill?
Hey, how you doing?
Zeppelin was awesome.
Yeah, but how was I? I'm sure you were listening to John. That wasn't me.
It was really good, man. You kicked ass.
Oh, all right.
And freestyle, your syncopated stuff was off the hook.
Oh, all right, man. Thank you. All right.
Stinks. Later.
All right, cool. All right, Coke Logic, what's up, man? Who do you like?
You got to pick him up.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Coke Logic, you're on Uninformed.
Hey, Bill. Hey, Joe DeRosa.
Hi, Coke Logic.
I thought I'd say hello since no one ever sends hello to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, Joe was fucking good. All the shit he talked, he lived up to it.
Oh, well, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, there's one for Joe.
Thank you.
Joe can't improvise. Stick out of that one.
Are there two trashing both of us? Or?
No, I got one. I don't know the unknown one here. All right, guys, let's hear weigh in. You can go to uninformedradio.com. Let's go to the judges here. What do you guys think early on?
I'm gonna have to go with Joe.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go with Joe. You know?
Well, I'll tell you something. The Rush, you were like really good, but then I realized your improvisational skills are a little lacking. Like you're more just a technical guy. Bill, though, on the other hand, I liked his improv stuff. It was pretty good.
There you go.
It's a little less repetitious. Like you found some things that worked and stuck with it 4 or 5 times. That's right. I like that one. You know, the beat and then the fill. All right, 2, 3 times is enough.
If I find a bit that works, I run with it.
It's from the O&A school.
Oh, hey, Joe, someone recognized your My Name is Mud. Somebody recognized that. No, that's all right. That's all right.
I thought I heard some Primus in there.
I was just going to play that song a cappella, but I thought you guys would figure it out, so I didn't do it. I was just going to play My Name is Mud.
What does DQ'd mean? Joe should be DQ'd? Is that good or bad?
Disqualified.
Disqualified? Why is that?
I guess because I play My Name is Mud in my freestyle.
Chris, you think Joe should be disqualified?
Yeah, man, you guys hit it, man. He played My Name is Mud. Same drum, you know, same breaks in between.
It was just that fill, though, the one part.
It was a tribute.
It was.
An homage.
It was.
Joe Mencia.
Thinking in your head, like, oh, shit, I'm fucking playing this, but fuck it, I'll keep rolling. But I think that's disqualification, man.
Yeah, but that's a fill that Neil Peart uses all the time and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I just happen to play.
Yeah, Neil Peart, Joe DeRosa.
The exact tempo.
All right, Chris, thanks. Here's another one for Joe. Joe, I think you might take this. Kung Fui. Hello, Kung Fui, what's up?
Look, even though Joe DeRosa's a giant walking vagina who doesn't have the balls to ride a motorcycle, I'm giving him my vote.
Thank you.
And I got a trick for those assholes to tailgate me when I'm on my bike. I got rocks in my tank bag. I just throw them up over my helmet, crash their windshield. Fuck them.
All right.
Okay, that was a topic from 3 hours ago, but thank you for weighing in. All right, this guy's liking the Primus. I don't know, Joe. It's looking really close.
Dude.
It's looking really...
Play somewhere free. What's the one that just says the drumming was good? That might be a nice lukewarm, like right up the middle.
Dale, what's up, man?
Hey, you both are very good. Very good. I am very impressed with both of you.
Thank you. Oof.
Okay.
The consummate diplomat.
The diplomat. Here you go. I need one more.
Good.
Dolomite, what's up, man?
Yeah, I just want to say the fix is in, man. Joe DeRosa got the guitar solo. People aren't judging that. Bill Burr is hands down the funniest drummer alive. Fuck James Brown.
Funniest drummer alive.
I don't know if that's exactly what he wants.
It really isn't. All right, cool.
There you go.
No, Joe, I got to admit, man, I thought you were fucking great.
I thought you were
way, way better than I thought you were going to be.
I thought you were very good, dude. I was impressed a lot with the freestyle.
Can we actually agree on something during the show? You want to have when we cannibalized each other because the guests, up until the wonderful Anthony and Aaron came in, it was fucking
really
brutal.
did get ugly. It shows how thin our friendship really is because one little thing falters and we really just fucking turned on each other.
Yeah,
I should have picked an easier song.
I hope we
never should have picked this. I'm like Al Gore.
You were good, Bill.
I'm like Al Gore. I can't carry fucking my own state.
No,
that's a tougher song. Like I thought Joe's song was tougher. Tell you the truth, that's like Rush has some fucking tough fills in there and shit.
Well,
nothing against
no,
you,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Those fills are tough, but
I was impressed with the both of you. I still have to lean towards Joe, but I was.
But I'm starting to think that's the only song Joe knows how to play.
The improvisation. You know what he was like? He reminds me of my mother when like she can play piano with the sheet music there, and you take the sheet music away, and it gets a little scary. But in defense of him, he hasn't played in a while. I got to tip my hat to him. I think Joe. I think he's better. Not to throw the election, but I thought he did better.
What's the call vote? I mean, is it down the middle, or do we get?
My vote goes to Anthony. Anthony's in there. That's the protest vote. They want to get Anthony in there.
Well, the preliminary voting on uninformedradio.com lists Bill Burr as the decisive winner.
Wow,
with 70% of the vote, 40 to 17.
No, but there was people already voting.
It was already like 27-7.
There was already. No, but listen, my vote goes to Bill. Joe can't improvise. Joe wins. Joe gets my vote. Bill wins overall. Bill won. Joe, Primus was good. It's right down the middle. I'll tell you, this one's too close to call.
I think it's too close, man.
You gotta wait till the last one goes in. So, Anthony, what in God's name were you doing? And by the way, thank you for stopping by and adding a little bit of credibility after a horrific 2 hours.
Your show gets a lot of heat. I hear it. I hear a lot of people talking about your show.
And I got to tell you something. I've been meaning to call in, but I just living on the West Coast, I don't. I wanted you to know that I did, in fact, buy the hybrid.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. And I've been dying.
You L.A. tool.
I know. I've been dying to call in and have you trash me. I've been telling Steve, going, dude, I got to call in the show because Anthony has to trash me.
How is it?
I got to tell you, dude, it's the perfect car for fucking L.A., man. You can't drive faster than, 30, 40 miles an hour. You're always, all these morons, they're sitting in traffic in Maseratis. I mean, I got I'm getting close to, 460 miles a tank. It's a good deal, man. It's
so
a
you're
good
never
deal.
able to get on the freeways out there and go faster than 35.
No, you can still do it, but dude, it's still like a Toyota. It still goes 80 now, 90 miles an hour, no problem, man. I haven't tried to go over 100, but that whole thing, it's just funny, the whole stereotypes. And I was like, are they safe? Can they go up hills? And it's there's no information, but dude, out there,
is
man.
that for you personally, financially, or so you feel like you're doing something for the world?
Yeah, but I don't do it in a way like you should be doing. I'm doing. I'm just looking at it. I read about it.
No, that's cool. But I want to know if it's for a financial reason. I don't want to pay that much for gas.
Two things.
Or
it's on two levels. One, I'm on a plane every fucking weekend. I've literally put half the hole in the ozone layer myself. The least I can do is return some cans and drive a responsible car. And then on the other side, the only cars I really like are fucking, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000. I mean, Honda Accord, Camry, they all look the fucking same to me.
Yeah.
And you can't work on them anyways. I'd either get a really old car or I get a really expensive one, and that's not in the cards for me right now. So I went with it, man. It's fucking great.
Because I'm just thinking, that's all nice for the environment and everything, but you just know that I completely, negate whatever you're doing in your hybrid. It was $70 to top my tank off today.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Dude,
and
you
I
should see
get
this car, though.
I commute three.
What's the car? Yeah, but dude, if I could get that car, I would get that. I'd get that car second, even in LA. Dude, he has the top of the line fucking Mustang. There's 7 different kinds of snakes on the side.
GT500 with supercharged. It's ridiculous.
And it cost you $70.
No, that was the Escalade. It cost that much to get filled up. So I'm kind of negating you twice.
He's got his own private 747, twin engines on each side. No, I honestly do. I mean, look at the place out there. I mean, the goddamn place is on fire. It looks like you're landing in Fallujah. when I come in from these funny bone gigs, man, it's ridiculous, man. They just it's just on fire.
What does that car cost that you got? The hybrid.
It was 23.
That's it, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they couldn't go above a certain speed. What is that?
No, I'm just saying no, people's envisions that they can't go over 40 miles an hour. No, it's right. It goes on to gas. Dude, first of all, the car is basically a scam when it comes down to gas mileage. It does they could get a car that makes 200 miles a gallon. They're just not going to do it because they're not going to lose a ton of money. So my shit's just charge me $50 a gallon. You'll still keep your yacht, so I don't have to deal with, polar bears swimming up to my fucking apartment.
What is it? What are you getting per gallon in that car?
Dude, I don't know. I get close to 500 miles to the tank. I'm happy. It's insane.
What's I haven't had a car in so long. What's the average car get per tank now? A non-hybrid.
Well, if you're Anthony, he gets about 16.
It costs about 70. Probably, I wasn't even on empty, so maybe $75, $80 to fill the tank up, and I'm lucky if I get 280 miles out of it.
Jesus, yeah, I got a Jeep Wrangler, and same thing.
So why wouldn't you just buy the hybrid?
But I drive really ridiculous, though. It's nothing but.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's dude. When I was down and I was doing stand up in Georgia, and I went on the radio, and I literally, this is how people don't know anything, and this lady on the radio, I was like, yeah, I'm thinking of getting a hybrid. She's like, a hybrid? Are they fast? I need speed. I need speed. It's just yeah. What do you think? It goes they're going to charge you $20,000 and it goes 30 miles an hour?
So why?
Getting passed by people on scooters?
Let's open up this can of worms. Why wouldn't anybody just buy the hybrid then if you get the better gas mileage? What's the...
Why not buy a butt plug to stick up your ass?
See, and that's the stereotype that I love. That's what I love. Anytime you're doing something good, you're a fag.
No, it isn't even that. It isn't even that.
Do something smart.
Do something good, but don't be so showy about it. I hate those things where all you see are bumper stickers about things you hate, and then you hate the guy in the car.
Anthony, I never said I was a better person. You guys are so fucking defensive.
I never said you weren't a better person.
All right, let's take this argument to the booze wherever we're drinking after this.
Oh, okay. Joe, great job. Great job on the...
Great job to you, Bill. www.
We might have to have a rematch.
I know. I think we might. Tune in next month, Thanksgiving special. www.joederosa.com. MySpace.com/Joe DeRosa. I'll be at Stand
Dude,
Up
we
New
got a
York.
minute and 17 seconds left. Slow it down, dude. Did you think that was 1 second? He read this. It says 1 minute 10. I think he thought that was 1 minute and like 9/100ths of a second.
I'm freaking out like I'm in front of the firing squad.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a DVD. I'm making my own DVD November 10th down at the down at NYU at the Scarborough Theater.
Very good.
Ticket information will be coming soon. Aaron, thank you so much for coming down
Anytime,
and listening to that drivel. Dude, I got to admit the improv thing was my favorite part, not trying to have a fucking brain cramp.
Good stuff.
And Anthony, let's go get hammered.
Thanks for coming out, Anthony.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it. Aaron, thank you.
For all you uninformed
guys.
fans, the next Uninformed will air November 24th.
Okay.
Saturday, November 24th, 9
Two
p.m.
up there for Joe. Joe wins. Joe gets my vote.
Oh.
All right, take it easy.
Saturday Night Virus.
It's over, Johnny. Saturday Night Virus is now over. Tune in next weekend for a very special episode as we play a few of Kevin Smith's modcasts. It all happens next Saturday from 9 to midnight on XM 202, The Virus.
All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.